Boy oh boy, have we got a show for you. What is up everybody, it is your host SuperSight and welcome back to another stream. Who knows, I'd say it wouldn't be too much longer before they get rid of that, but honestly they often take so long. It often take them months before they get rid of one, like Mixer or defunct ones that just sort of stay in the system for a very long time before they eventually remove it in that. But I don't mind it being there, it's sort of a nice memory. Even though it's gone now, it's crazy, yeah, like all the different ones, and we've been trying since 2019, and just platform after platform just keeps getting killed. Occasionally we get a new one like Trovo in 2020, and was there another one that came along? Oh no, I think these are all 2020 ones. Oh no, then the Twitter one, because that was like redone of Periscope. So then those three are all new. So and then Rumble's a new one actually. So the original 6 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we got banned from that one for a while. So then we had those 5, and then Facebook you had to pay to stream on it with the restream. So that was gone. So then we had this one, this one, this one, and this one. And these two, I don't think. I'm pretty sure if we go high, don't interact. Yeah, now these ones, like, it's nice they can connect, but it's annoying because then the chat that people, I think it's mainly non-English audiences on these two and that. Both, wait, no, that's a Freak TV, isn't it? Yeah, no, that's Freak, so that's South Korean, and Nimo TV's from China, so Chinese. So yeah, I think mostly non-speaking English on there. I'm not sure actually, but they're not based in the US or whatnot, like D-Live and stuff is. So anyway, yeah, but then we just don't get much chat or much growth on those ones. Leaving only 3, well, they still count in that, but very little interaction in that. Well, they used to have issues with this one for ages, so not everything was on that one. So I just left then Twitch, YouTube, and D-Live in that, of YouTube, which we were banned. So only really D-Live and Twitch in that, and Twitch is real dodgy, and heaps of different people were banned, leaving not really many. Anyway, just D-Live actually. But now we have a few more options. But yeah, our growth on this was massive at the start of Trovo. We were one of the first 100 people in the world to hit 100 followers, and then we just absolutely tanked off. And so Twitter, we never really get any growth on Twitter. And then even the top 20 Twitter stream, I thought would do really well on that. I've been meaning to get that one up again because Elon Musk is soon to pass Obama for most followers on Twitter. So yeah, that's because I remember. Wait, when was it? Was it like 2019 or something? I think it was 2019 when Obama passed Katy Perry for most followers. And now it's about to happen again with Elon Musk. That's crazy. I mean, he is the CEO, but still, it's still impressive to get there, even if he's CEO, because it's not like he's boosted himself in the algorithm. So yeah, this is where we're at. This is where we're at with the stream. So yeah, we're so much has happened in Rootland since I last streamed, but it's not like I streamed like months ago. It was like pretty recent, but a lot has happened in that, especially with the global events because they don't last very long. The last one that just finished in that, because it's only been the second event ever, of which you actually have already seen. It was called Feed the Swimmers. I've already seen part of it because we were covering it. We featured it on the last stream. So yeah, it's already been featured. Now the other one started, which I don't even know what it is yet. I'm gonna try and push. This is gonna be about a 3-hour stream, and I have something to go to, so I'll be leaving. So I won't. This will not go past 6 p.m. So that will be fine. And yeah, in the weekend I actually went to Hamner Springs, and we went to. I went to a classic car show there, which it just happened to be there. I didn't know it was going to be on, but it was one of the coolest things I've seen in a long time. It was one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I mean, there's a lot of cool things, but it was truly remarkable in that. Hamner Springs is a small town, I mentioned it many times on the stream, small town of a population of about 1,000. I think it was 840 in 2013, but we've got the census, the 20, because we have a census in New Zealand every 5 years. So 2013 was the last one that was done well, and then the 2018 one was super botched. It was just really poor. Like they missed out like 10% or 15% or more of the population was just not even included in the census, which is massive. Absolutely massive in that. There's tens of thousands of people not included in it because New Zealand's now got a population of 5 million. It wasn't quite 5 million in 2018. But then if you miss out 10%, there's 500,000 people not included. It was over 500,000 not included. It was a terribly botched, because they just had this huge push to, well, there's a few reasons, but one of them was this huge push to do it online. Oh, we got to do it online. We got to do it online. It must be online. Let's just get everyone to do it online. And then, oh, look, oh, wow, there's tens of thousands of elderly people that either aren't online or aren't proficient online. And now we've just missed out a huge demographic of our population there. Not to mention rural people at rural then have like worse internet connection or no internet connection. So yeah, it was terrible. It was such a botch up. And now it's 2023, and they're having it in March, which is very soon. And then there's this unfortunate thing with all in the North Island, because in New Zealand there's well, more than two islands, but there's the North Island, the South Island, the main two islands, which is like most population. And the North Island has had this Hurricane Gabrielle and caused mass devastation and flooding in that, which has dislocated, unhomed, unhoused, a ton of people in that. So then they won't be at their addresses. So then there'll be a huge amount of. I'm not sure to what extent. I don't know how many people then won't end up doing the census as a result of that. But I reckon it will be lots, probably thousands or tens of thousands. Well, probably more than thousands. Probably tens of thousands. Because yeah, a few thousand would be very small anyway. Because 50,000 is 1% of the population. No, yeah, so probably, so it will then cause huge disruptions to the census, probably, which then is a shame, because then that will be another time. So that will be 10 years worth of, a decade worth of data that's all sort of botched and messed up, because then we won't then get potentially correct data until the earliest next date, based on every 5 years, be 2028 and that. So that will be this huge 15-year gap of 2013 to 2028. Now, technically, 2017, like that, then is still fine data because it was based on the 2013 data, but after 5 years, it would get more and more patchy in that, because it would sort of have been within a day of the census being done. Well, they wouldn't have the data all back and ready and collected in that, but like within a month or so, and they'd got it all in, they'd be like really accurate in that. But then just fast forward like a year, then 2 years, and 3 years, and 4 years, it would start to be like, okay, that's got quite inaccurate. But since the 2018 one then missed out a massive amount of people, then it's sort of like, the 2013 one's still the most accurate. And then come 2023, well, I'll be back in like a minute. Okay, we're back. It's picking up the audio through that. So then come 2028, the best census we'll have will probably be the 2013 one, which is not good when you have 15 years of bad data. Well, other than so then 10 years of bad data. So that's a shame. That's really annoying. And especially with all like the COVID stats and vaccine stats and all that, it would have been nice, because then they use sort of like some health data, some census data. I don't know, but it would have been nice to have like really updated, accurate data in that. But we haven't. Yeah, we're not going to have that. We didn't have it in 2018, and we're not going to have it. Which is just a pain. It's just really interesting to know more accurate stats, but sadly, that's not going to happen. So yeah, that's the situation. How did I get onto that? Yeah, Hamner Springs. So yeah, lovely town. It was such an amazing scene in that, because it was like I'd never seen so many classic cars in my life in one place, and that. I went years and years and years, like a decade ago or longer ago, to a classic car place, which I thought was cool. But yeah, I very, like, it's so rare. It's so rare to see classic cars. I'd say most given months of my life, I don't see a single classic car. Like, oh, actually, I do know. There's one guy. No, that would still probably be true about the month thing. There's one guy I know that actually has got one. So technically, if I go to his house, I see it. But then I don't go to his house like maybe 2 times a year, approximately. Well, I went lots last year, but then that doesn't. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't duplicate the same car, but on how many times I counted. But yeah, on most given months, I wouldn't see a classic car in that. But And so if you see one, you're like, oh wow, look at that old car. But I guess like the thing is, people aren't going to be just driving them around normally in that, because they would want to protect them and have it in a shed, which is like not in the rain and not driving around heaps and that. So, but yeah, I'd say most given months, I don't see a classic car. I'd say like 3 to 4 times a year, I'd see a classic car. So yeah, the guy I know has got a Hunter. So yeah, it was really, really, really cool. I've seen this small town in that. It was so like cars, like Radiator Springs. Like, you know, you go down this long road, you know, like Route 66 and that, and then there's just a small like Radiator Springs town in that. And it was just awesome. It was so cool. Like all along the streets, you just have all these classic cars parked up, and like in the diners, in the bars, and the houses and the motels, you just had like, and normally it was like majority, it was like a mix, it was mostly normal cars, but then you had like a classic car there, a classic car there, a classic car there. It was like so cool, because we did it on Friday, and yeah, and saw, and yeah, and it was like, oh, there's a nice classic car in that, and then we see, oh, there's a few more in that, and then the next day we realized they were having a classic car day, and that they like all went out to this field, a huge amount of them, $5 to get into it. It was cheap as. And yeah, went in, and it looked so cool. It looked amazing. It was just so epic in that. My favorite one was a Firebird. What's it? It's by a brand that starts with P, Pontiac. That I couldn't believe that I read afterwards went bust in the global financial crisis of 2008 to 9, 8 or 9. So yeah, that was that was it was it was like this real cool car. It was blue, had an American flag on the back, American flag striped over the front 2 seats. It was like, oh, this looks good. And yeah, heap of people there. I'd say mostly men. I'd say 70 to 80% men there, which isn't surprising. And they had some good classical music playing. Well, not classic. Well, classics, not classical. Classics playing over the. So yeah, it was just a bunch of like 1950s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s cars mostly, and then they had sports cars. The most recent one I saw was 2014, and they had a few old cars, multiple cars, not heaps, maybe about 4 that were from the 1920s and that, which is incredible. I didn't see any of them that were 1922 or earlier, but I think there was like a 1926, maybe 1927. So it was like insane that they're like still roadworthy in that, which is like awesome in that. So, but there was very few from only like there's less than 10 from 1920s. I saw hardly any from 1930s or 40s. That was also, they were both very rare. And then 50s, 60s, and there was a few from 50s in that. Then I'd say most of them were from. There we go. Boom. There we go. I've arrived. Welcome to the stream, Lynn. Good to have you here. Good to have you here. Good to have you here. I'd say that most of them were from 60s, 70s, and 80s and that. So there's a few from the 50s, and then 60s, 70s, and 80s. Yeah, it's a lot of decades, a lot of good decades. 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. I'd say they're my 4 favorite decades, which is odd because I've never lived through them, but I think they're my. So I reckon then the best time to have been born was to what's it called? If you're born in 1940s, 1940s. I'd say 1940s was like the best time to be born in that. 1940 to 1949ish and that, because then you could have experienced the 50s with a living memory, not like born, for example, 1959, and then it's like, I was born in the 50s. It's like, yeah, but you didn't experience it. But if you're born in the 40s and that, then like if you're early 40, and because then you got to live through the 40s, you got to live through the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, and you're still alive today. So that's like insane. Like you got the 4 best decades, and you're still alive today, which I think that's pretty cool. So, and there's some people I know that meet that criteria and that. I mean, my granddad, Biden, Trump, they're all born in the 1940s. A lot of people born in the 1940s. And it was, and they're still they're still alive and kicking today, and they lived through those 4 decades. 40 years, that's insane. But yeah, I'd rate the 1950s as my favorite decade, and then I'd say the 1960s was my second favorite decade. So yeah, but yeah, it was so cool seeing all these cars. I think, I'm not sure how how many of them were from the 60s, 70s, 80s there, but there was a lot of them. There's a lot of cars from those decades and a heap of cars there. It was just so cool. Just so cool. So many American ones, because it's crazy, because in New Zealand now, it's mainly Japanese ones in that. What do we got? We got Hondas, we got Suzuki's, we got Toyotas, Hyundai. So yeah, a lot of Japanese cars in that. But yeah, at this festival it was like tons and tons of American ones, which was really cool, and then some from the UK, some from Germany. So you had Volkswagen, you had the Minis from the UK. It was real cool. Best time to be born. But it was for the win. It was so cool just going. It's like, because it's just so crazy going through the small town of Hamner, and it was just like classic cars parked. It was like a 1950s to 1980s town, which, I mean, that is a long span, but also it's sort of like so distinct from now. It's like 50s and 80s sort of like have more in common than like 2020s and the 80s. That's actually an interesting thought. But I reckon, yeah, no, I'd say 50s and 80s had more in common than 80s and 2020s. Yeah, I'd definitely say that. I think we've just radically shifted since the 1980s. But yeah, so anyway, it was just so cool. Like this little town, because if it had been a big town, it wouldn't have worked very well, because the cars would have been so dispersed. But in this case, it worked, because it was a small concentrated town. So you actually then could have like a lot of cars in that small area, and then they like exemplified the effect, because there's not that many cars anyway. So then it was like, wow, every fourth car is a classic car. Because at the start of the day, they're all parked in this thing from 8:30 a.m. till 5 p.m. and that. But then some of them left before then and would just like went and just parked throughout the town and that. And it just looks so sick. It's like, what the heck? And it was like, Hamner Springs was like the perfect town for it and that. Because it's like this small, nifty, I wouldn't say old town, but kind of is old. It's got a few historic things there and that. So yeah, it just worked so well. It just looked so cool. The optics were insane. So I wish I'd got I got a whole heap of photos of the classic cars, but I wish I got more of them in those natural places and those like just like parked up in that. And then there's this burger place in there called Boulder Burger, and it was like I'd never seen anything like it in New Zealand, and it was like an American replica of a burger place in that. Like it had the wall, and it was like I actually got a photo of it, and it just looked so cool. I'm like, yo, and then got a burger there. So it was just so cool to see all these cars just parked up all around. It was amazing. Like Radiator Springs, it was like Cars has done a good service to promoting cars among young people and that. Like it's real cool. And yeah, there's like the Doc Hudsons of cars there. It just looked amazing. So I was so glad I went and so glad I got to saw it. And it certainly fostered far more of an interest in classic cars for me, because I mean I know that. Yeah, I don't know much about cars in that. I know a little bit, but not really, not barely anything in that. So, yeah, but then there's, I don't know, I feel like the people that know stuff about cars, like, way overestimate how much people that don't know much about cars know, and they just like think it's like because for example, so many people like have very little idea about cars and just keep driving and driving and driving them, and then eventually like, oh dear, the water's run out in your car, and suddenly it's just burnt out something, and the people that know lots about cars are like, "Wow, the person is so stupid, it's so obvious. Of course you check it for water this many times a year and check this and this and this." It's like, well, it's not obvious to most people with that, and there's a lot of things to sort of focus on, and unless you're taught, unless you learn, you just don't know. But I know, I feel like people like way overestimate, or like way just, I don't know, because like, you know, if you're teaching, like there's many areas in life where it's not helpful. It's just silly to overestimate how much people. Well, you want to match your expectation to reality in that, in all areas. But yeah, you see that. Yeah, you just like if you're playing a game, if you're teaching someone a game and you just like told them just a few of the rules and that, and then they sort of like didn't really get it, you're like, oh, it's so obvious, like it's just stupid, like it's just obvious. You can just pick it, you can just learn it, like it's obvious. It's like, well, it's not obvious, like, you know. But I feel like that, like, lots of, not all, but like lots of car people just like, well, some of the people that I know just like say, like, speakers, it's so obvious in that, and it's just like how people so stupid and not, but it's like lots of people just don't know that stuff, which is why then you have all these cars that this sort of, well, well, not all these cars, but yeah, cars that end up just getting worn down unnecessarily. But because a lot of things in life where you buy and then just you just keep using them until they die, and had you serviced it or got something good for it, it would have been worked out better. But people don't realize that, or then haven't got the money to service it or stuff like that. Yeah. Anyway, where is it going with that? Cars. Yeah, I don't know much about cars, but it was cool going here because it was like, oh, this is a great way for me to be interested in that, because I am interested in that, and taking photos and looking at the models and when they were, and that was certainly making me interested in that. So yeah, that was a good experience in that, a good way for me to learn in that, which was really cool, and I got some good photos, and yeah, it was really interesting, and yeah, I then learned more of the brands and that, which is a good thing. So yeah, that was a great experience. And what else was gonna say? Yeah, it's interesting how many left, because yeah, with the Pontiac Firebird, they made like 85,000, and it was either 1967, 1968, or 1969, and one of those 3 years they made 85,000, and it kept increasing. It's like, that's huge amount of cars, because I guess that if they were like some of the only few models around back then like that's what most people would get. Yeah, and I was surprised to learn General Motors, like how many brands they have, like Chrysler and Chevrolet. I'm not sure, but anyway, they had a lot, like, you know, making $100 billion a year over, which is a lot of money in that. I thought it would be more actually, but it's still, yeah, it's huge. It's a big industry. But yeah, so there's not many American cars in New Zealand. But yeah, I think they're pretty cool. So yeah, what was I saying again? Oh yeah, 85,000 made. So you'd think that there'd be more left. There's so many options of like, this is the only one of this or that. Like, for example, because they had like the normal one, because then they had manual and automatics, and then they had some that were convertibles and some that weren't, and then they had like some that were like this van thing, and there was only 8 of those ones made and that. So there's so many people that would say this is the only one left that was made in this year and is, you know, a convertible and was a van, you know, and all this, because if you have enough criteria, you can sort of make anything a first, just about. But yeah, so you know, it's like with that many made, you think there'd be, because I was shocked when I went there, and it was, I can't even believe that there's 300 classic cars left in the South Island, and that there's so many cars. I couldn't believe it. So it's cool that there's like lots of people that have fostered that interest and have kept it alive in that, you know, and celebrate cars and the accomplishments and achievements and what we've made from them, but also like looking at the awesome history of them and just the incredible development of cars. And it's like, there's not that many companies that make cars compared to some other things in life. So it's really crazy sort of looking at it. And like every time they make it, and like even now in the present when they're releasing a new car, they're creating history. Like, this is their new model. There's not that many. I mean, there's a heap of different models of cars, but as in there's not that many. There's probably more now than there are back then. But yeah, there's not that many, you know, different car brands making cars in that. I assume that there's more phone brands than car brands. I'm not actually sure. Well, a bit like, as in like Hondas, not just like all the different types of Hondas and that, like Honda Fit and stuff like that. So yeah, there's a lot of. Wait, what was I saying? Yeah, so it's like when they make a car, it's like, that's great. Like, this is a huge, amazing piece of work in that they've made in that. It's not just like, you know, easily just, we'll just do that, or just do that, or just design that, or some plastic toy that you can just make all sorts of variations from. It's like a real massive thing that's a lot of effort and not huge amount of devs in creating a whole heap. You know, like with apps and that, there's just thousands and millions of apps in that. With cars, it's apps is a digital product. But there are physical products where there's like probably way more than the car manufacturers. But yeah, anyway, I thought it was really cool in that, and it was cool to learn about it, and cool to see them, just so many of them. It was just incredible in that. But yeah, with 85,000 in a year, there would be a heap left in that. Like, if even 1% of those were still around, that's 850 of that type of car from just 1 year. So there'd be like, so that's then a lot of classic cars, because I thought they were like ultra rare, but obviously not ultra like extreme rare, because there's obviously hundreds that could make it out to this. But yeah, so, which is nice. I'm glad that it's not too rare in that. But yeah, it's real cool. It was interesting because, you know, I looked up on a website in New Zealand, like this, like any for $10,000 or less that were for sale in New Zealand of Pontiac. There's only two in New Zealand in that, and one of them was like just totally run down, all burnt out. And it's like that's the difference between a classic that could have been a classic car. I mean, it is a classic car, but it's just upkeep in that. Like, but this one just looked terrible state in that, and it just like not good. But it's like it totally could have been in that. It's all like if you upkept it, it would have been a classic car that you could have sold for heaps in that, but they hadn't, and it just looked really bad. So anyway, yeah. So anyway, I reckon the Firebird was my favorite one that I saw there. So yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time, and it was just real amazing seeing just see all these classic cars. Like you just never see that, just all in the same place at once in the small town, parked in all these spots. It was like yo, so that was really cool. And yeah, I really enjoyed that. And what else was I gonna say? What else was I gonna mention? Anything else? Yeah, oh yeah, the 1950s. It's yeah, my favorite decade, 1950s, in that. But ultimately, we have these awesome cars that we can like have and look to, and great memories of the past and that. Which and is great and is cool to keep and is cool to celebrate in that. But ultimately, we have to focus on doing good in 2020s and that. Like, let's try and make the 2020s, as well. It's not going to be as good as the 1950s and that. I mean, it could be. It's extremely unlikely that we turn it around from 2023 to by the end of 2020s it being as good as the 1950s. But that's the focus in that. Like, we have to focus on doing good in the 2020s to try and make the 2020s as good as possible. 1950s was awesome, but 1950s is gone. It's in the past. We can't go back to it. We got cool memories of it. We got cars that are still around of it. They can serve as nice reminders. But we can't live in the 1950s. And so we have to focus on the 2020s while celebrating and remembering the 1950s, but focus on the present and enjoy the new technologies that exist now that didn't back then. For example, like a camera and that. Like, I took my camera and got some real nice photos in that. A camera that, it's just like, it can just be used for just doing good, for taking memories, for taking photos of these awesome memories in that. So that's a cool thing, this real neat camera in that. 4K camera that didn't exist in 1950. So there are some things that are good. There's also a lot of technologies that can be used for good, but often bad. Like Google, I'd say, is a severe detrimental net bad for the world in that, especially since there's alternative ones like Brave and others. But yeah, so there's things that, but you don't have to use the bad technologies of the present, although it's getting harder to not rely on sort of things that then have, well, there's nothing wrong, like things that have capacity for bad aren't bad in that, like knives and guns, but yeah, there's a lot of more digital technologies in that it's harder and harder to not rely on. But it's possible in that. Like, you don't have to have a phone in 2023. And if you do, you can have a Linux phone or a de-Googled phone, which isn't on Google or isn't on Apple. So it's still possible if you like really want to try. And that's sort of what I'm moving towards, that direction of really trying to yeah, not be dependent on these technologies that are used for mostly bad, and that, like Google collecting all that data and using it against people and suppressing search results, suppressing certain opinions and stuff like that. So anyway, that is that. Yeah. Awesome classic car show. 1950s, looked amazing. Well, 1950s, 60s, 70s, 80s was where most cars were from, and they looked great. They looked really cool. Really good to see them, and wonderful to go to Hamner and just see them just parked. I should have got more photos. It did rain on Sunday yesterday when I came back. Otherwise, I would have got some more photos of them just in the town and that. But yeah, still got some good photos of the show, and I was really glad I went. Okay, so we'll go to the chat. I'll show you a couple of photos, and then we'll get into this game, and we'll see if we can get on the leaderboard. Probably not. Does include... there we go, that's the one. Yeah, you need it. I was thinking that, but I thought... But yeah, I thought that'd be cool, but then I thought, no. Because, yeah, well, I mean, either be... Well, presumably expensive to run, but also, you sort of need, like, to know a lot about cars to sort of have one and keep it in good condition and that. Like, you don't just want to get one and then spoil it. So, you'd need like a garage to keep it in good quality, so it's not just out in the rain, and also ideally know how to fix it. So it's like, it'd be cool, but then unless I had someone that actually knew about cars and was like more than willing to help fix it and that, then I wouldn't want to just get one. But they would be cool. They do have a cost a heap, but cool. That's okay, Lynn. We taught even our daughters how to change tires. Very good. They had to do it too, so it's good to add a good skill. So yeah, and there was one lady actually dressed at the event in like the 1950s clothes or whatnot. So yeah, okay. I'll get it. Well, yeah, I'll get up a couple of photos, and then we will get into the root land. We will get into the root land. Boom, boom. Boom. And who knows, we're probably not going to get on the event, to be fair. I have not, because it's been out for hours now, this new one. So unless one of our teammates has really carried us, I don't think we'll get on, but that's okay. Country roads. Do-do-do. They didn't actually have that song. That song, when was that? Was that 90s? Country roads? Not too sure. Okay, we'll go like that, like that, like that. Like that. Boom. And boom. Boom. What one was I looking for? I was looking for the burger one. Okay. Oh no, I took it on the other device. Oh, because I didn't have my camera with me. That's okay. Yeah, we'll just do that photo there. Yeah, that'll be fine. Oh, how do I do this? Do that, do that. Boom. Cool. And then we'll exit that. Oh, it's just annoying setting it all up right. Do that, do that, do that, and I want to do this. Yeah, there's a lot of things I want to do, but I wanted to mention this, but I didn't have to mention this. There's a lot of things I could mention. There we go. Okay, so here's here's one photo of it, of a car there. We go like this, not that. Here, yeah. Cool. Display capture. Boom. There we go. There it is. Looked very, very nice. Oh, that's one of them. There was a lot of them, and as you can see, heaps of them parked up on that. Lots of wonderful classics. The latest one I saw was a 2014 sports car. But yeah, there you have it. So that's that. Oh yeah, I could show you Class Air. Oh wow, 1971 it is. The iconic. I know. I've had this for so long. I was wearing it in Finland, and yeah. Here we go. Boom. minus, 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 minus. Cool. Okay. So this here was what the restaurant looked like. Such a pain trying to just do it like this. I'm gonna go like that. Minus that. Like that. Like that. And then the seats were all like this. I should have got a photo of the benches actually. But I was like, yo! And it was here since like 2018. And I was like, I've been in Hamden many times since 2018. And I've never noticed it. So anyway, it existed and I was like, yo, that's nice and American. So anyway, that was that. Boom. And oops. Such a pain trying to move things around carefully. I like I liked the 60s Mustangs and the early 70s Corvettes back then. Nice. So, yeah, I think that's all. Was any other... I'd like to show you lots of photos, but we'll get on with the game. I like style before my time. Oh, that's right. And there's one other thing I was going to show you. This is what it reminded me of, actually. Galadon. Didn't remind me of Galadon, but I always go to YouTube fight Galadon because I've got it over the homepage. You always see some interesting things. And, stop. Okay, we'll go. What are we looking up? We are looking up. I'm gonna try 80s music at we go to bar. This is photo. Ah, there it goes. Yeah, this is the one. This is the one. Yeah, this is the one. This is what it reminded me of. This is what it reminded me of. Boom. This right here. Some 80s music my dad still listens to till this day. I can't believe that was only a year ago, because I've listened to this like multiple times, but I haven't listened to it in like about a year. Yeah, I don't think I've listened to it in a year. It was a long time ago I last listened to it. But that photo there, this is what it felt like in Hamden Springs. There was just like, it wasn't quite like it could have been like that, because there was that many classic cars there. But, you know, it was, yeah, it was just multiple, it was like, yeah, it was just because they had like, a diner there and that, and then they had like one classic car out of like a few modern ones there, but it was still like, it was like that. But as soon as I was at Hamden Springs and I saw it, and I saw Hamden Springs, like what was happening there, it reminded me of this. I'm like, yo, it's like that photo where it's like lovely rain and light, and then there's all these cars that are lined up outside. That's a good photo for 80s. But I guess they had a lot. Well, I mean, they had lots of good films. Well, they had films that were of good quality. So when I started, I know it's a Wix one, but there's so many other ones that are, that are just like hi, I'm from I'm the queen of Amazon. I didn't even comment on it. Interesting. Anyway, that's the situation. Cool. So we will go back here and here, and that was the image it reminded me of. So
started my business in
okay, and if we skip that. Yeah, because I'm just. Oh no, it's the highest pixel quality it goes. But yeah, you saw the picture and it looked pretty cool. So that is the situation. Cool. So we'll come back here, we'll go back here, and we will... Yeah, we'll go back to the live, and we'll get on with it. We've got some Excel to do, and we'll push on to it, I think, because the thing is, it started at like, was it 5 AM or something? So it's been so many hours that it's unlikely I'd get to push onto it, and looks like a 50. It could have been. Yeah, it could have been. There we go. Hello, Jojo Edits. Wait, yeah, so now we're getting this up. There we go. There you have it. Whoa, it feels weird when you take them off and then you can hear yourself. And I'm really curious, just because we did the bear event, which was a dog of an event. That event is the worst event of the. We 2-starter, and then the last event we've been doing. Actually, that reminds me of I need to do my share in time. I was waiting specifically to see what the event was, but yeah, we got to do this. Okay, let's get on with it. But yeah. So yeah. Hopefully, yeah. Well, then it stops my team from getting mushrooms if I'm the only one that hasn't done it, which is not good. Oh, no, okay, there's a few of us. Okay, then I don't feel nearly as bad. Oh, wait, what? Oh, they went for higher. Oh, yeah, that's all good. Oh, yeah, I should have... Oh, that's fine. I was going to tell them that anyway. Okay, so this thing here, what is it? Feed hogs. There we go. And is there clan on it? Yes! Go clan! Okay, I don't know who was... yeah, no, I should have, even when I got up. Even when I got up a couple of hours ago, I shough have got a photo. Hey, man, Watu carrying. And hey is on it so much in there. That's crazy. Even El Moles is back at Red Knights Plays. Yo, I wish on Ducky Big Duck Face and Denmark. Oh my goodness. The last one, I'll show you the results. We climbed slowly but surely. We just climbed and climbed and climbed. I forgot exactly what time it ended, but we climbed and climbed and climbed in the last one. Like, we were barely on it for like the first 2 days, but then once we got on it, we went up and up and up and up and up and up, and we're doing really well. And at one point we were like within 200 points, which wasn't much. It was like maybe 10% of getting 3rd in the world. So yeah, that was good. Okay, that's great. Yeah, and great that Ricky's clan's doing so well as well. Okay, feeding hogs. So now, yes. Hog Rider. Okay, oh, see, maybe we actually should get this one now. Maybe. Actually, we get to go to level 13. I was going to do a video on this, but actually we'll do a stream. I was thinking of doing one last night, but I was like, nah, we'll do it today. So anyway, we're here. Oh, this is good. These deals haven't been good for, like, quite a while now. Although, actually, the stick one could be. Oh, yeah, anyway. There's just so much to do. So much to do, because I need to finish off that. So much to do. I guess we can just rotate through that. Oh, no, he's a hot. Oh, no, but they have real dog requests. I guess I better do them. Because then it's like, do I spend the 150,000 on the... so much to do. You. There we go. Okay, we'll come here. Because we get these things, and... oh, yes, that one. And sadly, my team's been missing out for ages because we hadn't finished the event. Oh, wait, and then we'll check the chat. What did the chat say? 3 days ago. Yeah, I don't think I've streamed since then. Yeah, I already got 20,000 worth of coins from this. 200 mushrooms. It's like stressful because there's just so much to do when you hop back on, and I'm also streaming, and it's like, At least we get to be on this thing, so actually we can do this as the first one. Boom. Oh, it's already changed. Okay, because yeah, we can just do this as the first one. Well, actually, it'd be better if I wait till I've done a good hunk and then do it, but... Boom, and... Back. Boom. There we go. Okay, so we'll do that as the first one. And then the next one will be like in about 12 hours, give or take. Yeah, so the first couple of these ones aren't going to be good timing-wise, but that's okay. Oh, I don't know, it's like stressful because there's just so much to do. Like, you hate it. Yeah, so much to do. I'm glad that they went ahead and just did that. Yeah, I probably should have done it earlier, the first one. Oh no, but this one just coincidentally happens to have these ones on. I mean, there could have been other good ones on, but like only just on, which is real cool. I'm so glad they're on. Because the thing is, the clans aren't going inactive. They're not going inactive. It's just like hard to be in the top few. And it turned out that with their last event, which we're barely on for like the first 2 days and that, only just on. Once obviously the other team's events ended, then we just started going up. We're just climbing that because them getting on was again dependent on the fact that they were just lucky to get those events. And so once those events ran out, we actually just were climbing heavily, like climbing well. Like we got in the top, I think we got in the top 7 in that. Definitely the top 8. We finished 9th, but yeah, I think we got in the top 7 in that. Almost top 5 or 6. We're doing really well. But yeah, and as long as we finish in the top 16, I'm happy. I don't care if we're 16th. I just care that we finish on the leaderboard. So then we're like, yeah, that's honestly, I truly don't care about where we finish. I just care that we finish on there. Okay, we'll get here to get some grass. Yeah, I'm really glad that the team just went for it. Otherwise, then, yeah, that was good. Oh no, because I really need to sell some stuff off. No, we'll get her to finish these things first. Oh, this is so disorganized when you hop back on. I could get that hog. I'll check what he eats. So I really don't like the incentive to get animals is so low. Hog rider. Because they cost so much compared to other things that actually really help you. And it complicates your diet. Oh, where is that? So yeah. Yeah, this year is like, you get way more coins from... I think I calculated, you get like, was it 134,000 or something? So you get like 260,000 in a 24-hour period, assuming that there's about 3,000 coins per 15 minutes. Because with this event, as soon as you finish it, you can still keep... No! It respawned. So we missed maybe 1,000 coins. We got so... Oh, yeah. That was a pain. But then, I mean, last night, I was on for like 1 to 2 hours playing it because this event was on, which is so lucrative. But then it's like, I need to go to bed at some point, even though every 15 minutes they keep respawning. But look how many we've got. 400... Like, look at that. That's 44,000 coins. Well, we just should start selling them off, because that's the... 44,000 coins worth of those. Oh yeah, and I did see a chart, which sadly I hadn't really wanted to see, of how like big the space goes in that, and how much it costs. Because I was kind of like looking forward to the surprise, but well, it's not. Yeah, it only goes up in the 2000s, because you know the next barn upgrade we got 2000, and it just goes up to, because I thought it might start going up by like really going up. Oh, there was a hog. Ah. Wait, why is no profile picture? But yeah, no, it only goes up by 2,000. And the final one costs 2 million coins, which is insane. Oh, 4. But we don't need it. Like, eventually we do the final one, but well, yeah, the next one's 700,000, I think, which is expensive as. But yeah, we'll get there. We're gonna get to level 13 today, which is awesome because you very rarely ever level up because there's only 16 levels in the first like 5 or 6 you do within a very short amount of time. Because yeah, it started in October, so it's November, December, January, February. So it's crazy. It's only been 4 months, and we're about to be level 13. We're not quite a max 12. We're pretty close to it. So yeah, we're gonna be we're gonna be a 13. So there's only 3 more levels until we're entirely max, and it doesn't appear there's actually much left to upgrade. On like when you get to 13, there's much to upgrade. Like it seems pretty limited. Like there's like maybe 2 characters, and you get like 4 more animals, which you probably won't really want to buy. And so it's like, cool, we'll just go, we'll get like the characters upgraded, and then we'll go to the next level. Well, if the characters are way too expensive, I might at this point just go to 4. I don't know. There's 14. It didn't look like there was that much good stuff to get, but yeah. Yeah, it's a weird way they do it. Like, yeah, Everdell, I like it better that you have more freedom than Everdell, which forced stuff. But it's a weird pricing scheme where, like, to upgrade to the next level is, like, real cheap relatively to, like, the insanely expensive animals. That's why I see people. Yeah, 13, one of my favorite numbers. Well, we're gonna be there. We're gonna be there in a little while. Well, it's so nice that I don't have this real, like, I have to push. Wow, those top two ahead, they must have got, that. Yeah, like, they're 100% they got events. Like, 100%. I mean, technically, if Manawatu is legit pro, nah, because then they'd have to all have over 100. They'd all have to be more active than him, which is just not going to happen, considering, like, Canadian Rockies has never been on that list. It's not like all of a sudden they have an extremely active, like, those two, like, I'd say, yeah, super clearly got an event. Like, they're just, like, way above everyone else. Like, way above. Oh, but I'm so happy we're on there, because I thought we were going to have to... And we're not going to get it. I don't get on the personal leaderboard. Hardly ever. I did on the first time in that last event, but I don't think I'll get on it at all this time. It doesn't help. It's interesting, because it doesn't help when the event starts. But it's kind of cool because it can rotate and be at a good time. Because, for example, if like it's when devs release an update and they always release it at like 9 PM New Zealand time, then it's just a pain. Whereas at least this time it sort of goes around. What goes around? And like moves like, you know, so it's different times and that. So this time it was at like, so like 5 AM in the morning. 5 AM in the morning the event started approximately. So it was like a real bad time. But the next time it might turn out to be a really good one. So all these events are kind of the same, like feed, I don't know, was it feed the ones that, like, well, feed the swimmers, what was the first one? Feed some, like, aquatic animal, and now it's like feed the hog. So it appears they're all just going to be feeding ones, which are all event dependent. Yeah, he's always requests good stuff, either grass, like, it requests stuff that you get in this thing. It'll be real nice to be 13, and Quinton's got to 12. So the whole clan is actually moving up pretty well, which is really nice to see. We're a very good clan. We're a very good clan. I'm very happy with it. Even though we're not like the most competitive event team, not a global leaderboard team. We do the events very well. Like not 100% capacity, but pretty close to it. And yeah, we're not like the top in the world for the best global one, but we do really well, and we're one of the only clans that ended up on both of them. I am going to type up the Excel stuff because I took photos. What to do? I reckon that guy. The question is, do I buy this guy? He requires those things, which I feel like, you know, I feel like we'll get him. I really don't want to get him, but just to boost us for this event. 13, we don't get any more. Fine. I don't really want to get him, but we'll, and then it means that it will be like much longer till we get this other thing, this barn which we're about to get, which will be really nice. I'm not sure. Nah, I won't get it. I don't know. Like, if there was ever a time to get him, it would be now, because it will actually help for the event. But it's still, I think we'll do fine on the event, and it's just because then the barn, which is always full, I then have to wait like even longer to get. I think I'll just get the thing. It's really annoying, but I think I'll get it. Oh yeah, it's just way too much to do. Way too much to do. I just need to get so much sorted. That I seem to have enough animals to almost always do all of them now. But it's annoying how they don't always spawn at the same time. I don't know how they calculate when they spawn. Look at all this. Oh, and we get that thing. Very nice. Some people had, like, I checked out the fellow teammates, and some of them had heaps of them that are already at level 4. So assuming they paid, because I don't know how they'd have got there that much faster than I did. Members, see, this is where we're at. So it's interesting because it went 14, and then it went 13, and then like a 12 to the side, 12 at the bottom, and then 11, 11, 11. So if James had been 10, it would have been like perfect, like do. But then Quinton is now 12 in that, and then I'll be 13 soon. And yeah, we're progressing well. Very active, very good. Feed small animals. Yeah, that's the one. You're right. Yep. Yeah, fine. We'll get him. Really don't want to get him, but just means that we'll delay on getting the barn. That pushes us to 33 animals. Because, oh, there's just, I hate it when we're just so crammed and it's just like so much to do. That one. That one. Oh, we already got him. He's already helping out. Yeah, these things are actually quite annoying, the amount of sticks you need for stuff. Put some more of them on. Yeah, we've lost so many coins, it's so sad. We're almost at 500,000, which would have been the highest amount we've ever had. The thing is, eventually we'll have to get over 500,000 because you need that much. Oh, and this guy actually counts. Oh, quick. But I'm sort of, yeah, I've like, my incentive to like push super hard on the leaderboards sort of died out because of the fact that these events change it so much, but yeah, we'll still like try and remain on the top 16, but in terms of getting first, you can't control that. Oh. I guess we get rid of these things now because the beer event won't be for ages. Cool, there we go. Still not enough. Oh, he's putting another 12. Oh, it's just too much. It's just annoying. It's like stressful because it's just so much to do. Then I want to do the Excel stuff and that, but I got to sort out everything and that. So yeah, like get the supply. If the barn wasn't full, it'd be fine because you just go tap, and then it just fills up, and then we just do stuff. But we want to get to level 13, do the Excel from yesterday, from the last few days. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I guess we sell off these now because if there's a stellar event of the thing that you can exchange it for, go for it. But I think that 500,000. There we go. That's, you don't need that many.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, I felt like I should have done it yesterday. But nah, this is fine doing it today. It's just a lot, sort of had like more in mind of what I would have said about it. But yeah, we've been progressing well. See, I like to sort of wait till those like other little ones, so then we can use up those things. I'll go to the different members just to sort of, you can see their setup. So 32 Adam. Oh yeah, so we're basically the same. Oh, and I think he upgraded that since last night. We're basically the same. This is very similar. And I just got one more animal right then. So yeah, because I'm on 32 until just like 5 minutes ago. I'm on 1232 as well. So we're similar. H4. 1332, okay. But level 4, level 4, level 3, level 3, level 4, level 3. Oh, yeah, nah, level 4, level 4. Yeah, he's got a lot of them at level 4. Tango. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. So 33 animals, but yeah, like a super undeveloped crop thing. Oh, look at those high things. But you get a bit of reward at the end event in that. And then... Whoa, yeah. I thought, wow, 36, yeah. Level 4, level 4, level 4. So I wonder then if Cranny has spent money, because, like, how would they have that many level 4 ones? Because it super helps to get those super resources. That really does help. So yeah, I'm sort of like, I'm just getting the route pass, but I'm not getting the... Oh yeah, so he's got that as well. That thing, the route pass. And then Quinton. 28 level. Oh yeah, no, that's a little bit less advanced. But overall, still all of them like doing. Yeah, James has got really far behind. What? Only level 1 apple tree. Whoa. That's okay though. It's still great to have James in the clan. James does a good job. Remove it for him. Oh, so he's upgraded. Oh, so he is level 12. Oh, nice. There we go. So that's really good. Whoa, also really far behind relatively. Level 1. But they don't have the route pass. So... Oh, what? Are they both... Have they both just leveled up? Or is it just showing that? Let's try Quinton, see if it shows that. No? Oh, maybe both of them have just leveled up. That'd be kind of cool. Because then we'll all be 12 and above, which is even better.
Yep.
Yes. Does having paying members in your clan help with events? Yes. Yes, and that they have then better, like, they have then more animals that can then... Well, you know, but then that help. Well, for example, there's different ways that it doesn't guarantee it will help. But for example, if players run out of water, then they can get more water, like they have a well. So then the water they can then respawn the main things. You can get through that quicker. But that doesn't specifically help with events. If you had like resources that sort of run out and then they could just keep paying to respawn them. Oh, that's a water issue though. No, but then if they have the auto generating ones to keep going round and round, that then they'd get way more resources. So it would make a difference, yeah. And then you could go straight to the argument of it's pay to win. We have sort of a mix, I think. I don't think most, like, I don't count. I think the route pass and that, and I mean I know I get it. So then then I also happen to believe that I don't think that counts as like pay to win if you get like the route pass. Like I think that's fair, and not just in this game, and in any game. I think that's fair game when you have a reasonably cheap route like pass and that, like monthly pass, which costs about $10. You know, I think that's sort of fair game. Like it's sort of like an equal force. Like it's not too expensive that it's out of range of most people in that. And I think that if you're willing to pay, play a game, heaps in that, then it's fair enough if you'll spend $10 a month for a specific pass thing. I think that's fair game. And then if you're all on the equal playing field, if you get that pass, I think that's fair enough. I think that's what I did in Battlelands. I think. Yeah, I think that's fair game in that. Reminds me of an Invader Vi comment about like, well, if you have this many hours to spend, in regarding to the game and that, well, she was meaning it in terms of being a member of a stream, or like becoming a member of her channel, or whatever. But I would say this in sort of as like if people like spending this many hours in a game and that. Then I think if they spend $10, that's like reasonable, fair enough. Like they don't have to in that, and I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying that then that's like it's almost like the opposite. Well, not the opposite, but it's sort of like saying like then that would be definitely justified doing it because you're invested in the game as it is. Okay, where are we at? We're getting these things. But yeah, it does help to have paying members. Because then they're more equipped to complete the event. But it's not like they can just directly pay to like upgrade and to do better in the event. Like not directly, but they then just have a better base, which then helps. A cheap easy pass for Haiti. I'm using the free pass. $5 hey, that's reasonable. Way cheaper than any other. Yeah, and if it's only once a month and it's like $5 or $10, I think that's a justifiable expense on entertainment, if you'd put it that way. We're starting. There we go. We're starting to free up some space. The other guy's gonna come round and say, "Hey, I'll have 250 mushrooms, 240 mushrooms." It'll be like, ugh. Oh yeah, this guy. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, these are back. Oh no! Oh, then we have to collect these. No, that didn't work out. No! Ah, so we have to sell our whip or something. I guess we can just sell off 100 of these. Oh, lead income going up. Whoa, very nice. Actually, let's get rid of whole heap of wheat. Oh, that went terribly. Oh, and then we have to do like another 100 to... Oh well. If you accidentally bump it onto one of those things, it then locks up your guy for 15 minutes. It's a real pain. Oh wait, we do want those things actually. I wish it in the 6 hours it told you what the event would be, so then you didn't like, otherwise you feel like you can't do that much. Oh, I already did 400,000 again, look at that. Oh no, but we need that for the, we're still not like, yeah, we're still not on top of things. Still got so much to do before we can actually then... We have like 2 hours to like turn it around. Surely we can do it in 2 hours. Oh, this has not been my finest stream. I just feel way too overwhelmed with, like, there's way too much to do because we're like days behind on doing all the charts, and then we have to like, we're still full and trying to like actually get to the rotation point. At least we're actually on the leaderboard, so we don't have to worry about that, but it's still annoying. Oh yeah, you're done. Yeah, I do. Got like 2 hours, which is a long time, but then by the time we actually get all of these guys done and then like rotate through a whole heap and then get do all of the Excel for like days worth, and it's like a lot. Oh yeah, okay, fine, that will help getting that one done. And then also unlocked for level 13, which is a cool thing, but since there's just so much to do. Oh no, and now T-Powers, no. Oh. Bother. Oh, stressful. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. If it wasn't for the flippin' barn limit, it wouldn't be nearly as bad. Because that's what really stuffs it up. And like, there's a whole heap of things I need to do, which is contributing, but it's because the barn limit is like, yeah. Which, I mean, and it's fine that games have it, but it's really annoying, because then it's like, if you want to be efficient, you have to do things in a specific order and that, not just go tap, 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 which frees up space, but then you just stuff up the cycle because you've run out of certain critical resources. So you can't really tap on the critical resources, but then there's often 3 out of 4 of them that you can tap are critical resources, so you have to get that one, but then then you need to get the resource for that one, but then all your guys are full of stuff already because of like the last session. So then you need to figure out which stuff to sell and then sell that off and enough to get that guy to then collect enough of that thing to tap off that next one. And it's just really a pain. Whereas if, for example, you just go tap, 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 and just filled up into this, like, infinite barn and that, and then you can be like, okay, so we'll go get that stuff. But, yeah, it's just, like, sometimes a pain managing it. And then it's, like, it hurts even more buying that thing for 120,000, because then it means, oh, okay, that's going to be, like, another 3 days or 2 days before we can get the barn upgrade, which is so needed and critical. Which is crazy because, like, in the past, we stored way lower quantities of stuff and we managed, but as you sort of get used to it, you're like, oh nah, we need more space. But then it partly comes down to that it doesn't allow you to access the deals that, you know, the exchanging resources deals. Which if you could exchange them at all times, then you just exchange all the time and then just be... Yeah, then you wouldn't have to store. You wouldn't store 300 gold mushrooms, which you're never gonna need. You never need more than like 20 of them in a session. But because it's like, oh, you can get real good deals of exchanging them for other stuff, I'll then store them in case that deal ever comes around. But then it's because then there's incentive to store everything, because all the things you don't have any of, well, you're never gonna sell them because you need them. But then all the things that you do have lots of stuff of, you're like, well, I don't want to sell them because there might be a deal in which I can exchange them for the rare resources. So it's like, my iPad's not charging up. And now we've missed the gold thing, so we'll miss like another 2,000 or so coins because we only collected a few with our guys. Oh, this is a pain. I wanted to do it yesterday, but I'm like, nah, I'll do it today. And anyway, I'm doing it today, but then it's like, yeah, just so much stuff. Storing time. Yeah, I know, that was, yeah. Because I was like going to do a video about it, and then also, like, just in case those events came by, but then ended up having so much stuff that it was just, like, absolutely detrimental to the barn storage thing. But but then it was sort of theoretically flawed about the barn space thing, because then if you just had, like, lots of accounts, then you could just store stuff on all those accounts and that easily, because you just have them as a friend or whatnot and just sell and just move it all across. So then, like, people could get around that. And it's like, well, if you're allowing people to get around that, then you might as well just get rid of that barn storage thing. Because, yeah, like, how many people would quit if they abolished the barn storage limit in Heyday? I don't think hardly anyone would quit. I bet they'd get a lot less money, though. I don't know how much less. Like, they still get most of their money. Like, yeah, but, yeah, like, that really annoyed me, because, like, I loved buying and selling things. That was my thing. But then I couldn't, it was becoming impeded. The cord is real scuffed. So I'm really concerned that, oh, there we go, the apple's showing up. Cool. I'm really concerned it will break one day. I'm hoping it's not today. I have a big barn that I got over time. It's never... That's good. Because to like max it out, it costs over $10,000. I figured out. In that video. Which actually significantly put me off Heyday. Because like $10,000 to max out. Just a barn, just one item in Heyday. You need any... I know. I figure I'll wait till it breaks. And then I'll go get it. The last thing I need to do is to start going through those recycling cycles of like crash, 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 crash. Oh, technology, man. Cords break. The iPad itself breaks. No, it's doing the thing where it restarts, because it's full. But I've deleted like the 3 main apps. I deleted Risk, I deleted Everdale, I deleted yep, well, I deleted Bomber Grounds, and then it sort of fluctuates from saying it's got 15 gigabytes, well, like it says it's on 246 gigabytes of free space. It says it's used up 246, and then it flicks to it's used up 256. So it's like 10 gigabytes difference in that, which is massive. But you can kind of tell as to whether you can update something or not. Oh, that's right. And then we're doing this one here. There we go. That substantially helps. Okay, there we go. Then we'll come back here. And then... Oh, it's almost certainly restarted. Probably gone to another cycle. Oh well, we'll do this cycle. Why does that come back up? Well done, Vanuatu, for being on there. Oh, who's that? Shaz. It's like an enjoyable game, and our clan's doing so well, but at the same time, I'm expecting it to get killed, and then it'll be so sad because, like, all these streams and all this Excel and all this hours and hours. It's so annoying because it's like I'm so weird that Boy Scout mode. Be prepared. Well, it won't be hard to buy a new charger. I could go get one earlier. Because it's like I'm so aware of like all the other like it's like okay, I could go to bed or I could spend like another 1 hour grinding this game. This game is like so much worse than Everdell in many regards. Not only in lack of content and all that, but even just like I'm not sure. I don't know what word to use. If I use the word manipulative in that, just in how it gets you to play. Well, it's not no, it's not manipulative. No, it's not. But like in Everdell, you sort of like because it's there's 2 ways in which it is like that. In which it sort of has like one of the ways, the worst way is the fact it doesn't allow you to put on the 8-hour things. That's the worst. Because, like, when Everdale, you could put enough stuff on to last you 8 hours and that. So you're like, okay, all my guys are going to be productive when I go to sleep. And that's sweet. But then I think, honestly, to be fair, Everdale probably just made it that you then, like, got, like, the same amount less progress. So, for example, like... This year the max might be it's a bit under 4 hours, but this game might make it that you like double productive in that, and so then in the 4 hours that you do, in the hours that you play, it makes up for the hours that then you're sleeping and there's nothing going. But it just with Everdell, for example, it was like, hey, look, you guys are going at night, even though the net total progress might have actually been less with Everdell. It's still like, okay, fine, we can go to bed and our guys are working hard in that, But in this game, you just have hours and hours in which they're inactive, unless you're, like, hopping up at night to keep them active, which I don't, but then it's like, this is so unproductive and that. And the other way is the fact that you can sort of, like, infinitely keep playing to progress, which is actually something that I've asked for at some points, thinking it's, a good thing in that, especially for streamers that are, like, really pushing for the progress. Do Do that and that. Yeah, and then we can do that. Oh, what? I thought there was... Oh, I know, the other guy back here. So you sort of, like, infinitely keep playing. Well, especially with this one here, when, like, you could keep getting these things, these mushrooms that keep spawning, so you could keep being on every 15 minutes to keep doing it. Only on certain days. But then you never feel like you can sort of stop and just, like, go back to life, because every 15 minutes you could always be getting more, which is, like, the best time to progress than ever before. Yeah, so, I don't know. And, you know, but then I'm very aware of all the other things in life that I'm not getting done, because, oh, well, we'll just spend another couple more hours advancing in this game while we have the opportunity to. And it's like, you know, when we have advanced very well, like, we have done very well in this game. Our clan is doing very incredibly well, and is getting on the leaderboards, and is progressing very fast, which is epic. It's awesome. It's amazing. But then it's like, well, if this game gets killed, then, like, all those other things I could have done in the tens of hours, probably hundreds, I'm not sure at what point it has or will become hundreds of hours, but, you know, I've invested a huge amount of time into this game, so it'll be sad if it gets killed, and then doesn't go global, but, yeah, that's a real good one, yeah. And it's extremely good. Oh, so, you know, I just realized then we're getting the benefit of the event, but only for 3 more hours. Manawatch would probably use the guy a little bit, but... yeah, so yeah, actually that is benefiting us. Not substantially, every fight... No, that is reasonably substantially, actually. Not as much as if there's multiple animals, but still, to have an animal every 5 minutes just automatically, because then that's like 12 per hour. And then it's been like 8 hours in that, and it's like 100 extra points, which is huge. Yeah, so that actually is a substantial benefit, which this time our team has. In the past we haven't got one, but we have this time, which just makes it much easier to get on. You know, it's sort of waiting to... it's waiting to sort of... That's why I hadn't done my share, because I'm like, well, if it's collect grass... Oh, no, but actually then I still could have done that, that's true. But if it was like certain things like feed the animals and then you'd fed them all, it just then disincentivized me to complete the event. Yeah, okay, we've done that. And we'll come back here. And then we want... Once we've dealt with this, then we'll finally get to go to level 13, which will be so awesome. These things aren't nearly as rare, well, because we're not cycling for those things anymore, we're cycling for the hogs. But one of the hogs requires apples, which that will get knocked out with yeah. Well, then I definitely shouldn't do those other guys, but then it's pain, because that would have been real nice, because there's so much grass, and those moves like grass, but, yeah. Anyway. Oh, I don't know, I'm not feeling sick, I'm just sort of like, oh. There was just too much to do. And then we really want the lady to harvest them before we do that thing. That will work out perfectly for Sophie, doing a lot of them, so she gets all them and then you just do it, yeah. We need to get Sophie going again, but then we need to collect that grass, but we can't yet, because that would then max out our barn, and we need these two. Your charger cord is the same in US? I guess so, yeah, it is USB end. And then the plug thing's different, but yeah, the USB end's fine. Boom. Cool. 90, we're really getting up there with them. Oh, he's taken now. Let me get her to get some of these. There was just too much to do in the stream. Even though it's hours, it was just too much. Cool, that will be done. Yes. That's not bad actually, because we Yeah. Because the potatoes were going extremely slowly down, so that was completely safe. But I feel like a little bit faster potatoes going down will still be fine. Oh,
Oh.
need more.
Yeah. Hoi.
Alternating current like that in Europe. I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean those super ones helps a huge amount. It's just doubles like certain resources. So it's very nice to have that one. We want to get all of them to that level. It's just so good. The next one will be fine, but that leap to just having some of them as that is just real helpful. Wow, they really like those sticks. Need to get a good. We just need to drop it by a few hundred space.
Yeah.
That will probably be Freddy again.
Huh?
Oh, we need to get that one as well. Oh no, it's not ready yet. That's fine. Oh, he was 500 off. Oh yeah, we could leave enough for him to get there. Oh, we got the grass there. Cool. We'll need more of that though. Oh no, I probably should have. Oh, okay, we were. Oh, wait, and then we'll get rid of. No, then we need some more of that. That just respawned. No. Okay, this is such a mess. Ah, it's just, yeah, we're just full and it's just not working very well. So how long do we have to wait? This guy gets 3 more of them. Why do we have to be so different to the US? Numbers matter. I feel sorry for people that can't do math. It'd just be so bad. Like, it'd just be so inefficient in life. Like, if you can't do, because like so many people like just don't like math. It's crazy. Like, because I'm just looking right here at a tax invoice. And the amount of money. It says NZD, New Zealand dollars. Doesn't have a dollar sign. Just says digit .00. So yeah. Is that, we're good? Good, cool. And 20 of them. Oh yeah, I guess 6 more of them. And that guy.
Yeah.
That. Oh, that's a nice one. That. Okay, now we can go do that guy here. Lucky no one else did, I'll be like, no. Do those two. Yep, we're back. So this is like another 3 grand here. Yeah, the events complicate things. They make it more fun and exciting, but then if you get nagged behind, then like you're like trying to manage everything, then plus then other people can be collecting stuff from the event that you would have collected, and because then it sort of changes the equation. I reckon 90 of these actually. That just helps a lot to free up space. %. 40. Oh no, actually that's 10%. That's... Oh yeah, okay, we'll do that one. Yes, finally. She can start knocking them out, and then as soon as she's done there, we'll just get that thing out of the way. I think it's because I'm trying to be so efficient that then I get like stressed by it. Well, yeah, I think it. Well, I don't know. You could just say, well, just be a person that doesn't get stressed. But yeah, if I wasn't worrying about getting things right, then I'd just be like, oh, we can tap this and tap this and tap this and tap, and oh look, we have so much space. It's like, yeah, but it's not very efficient for like heavily pushing the leaderboard, which I'm really trying to do. Aucklander, wow, yeah, that's a New Zealand name. Canadian Rockies, Canadian Rocks. Canada Rocks. Sweden. Sweden's been on there before, assuming it's the same Sweden. And see, like, this is just an insanely good way to get coins. To progress in that, like, given, you know, like, lots of tasks don't even give you 100 coins. Whereas this alone, just, like, every one of these you collect, so just collecting 3 or 4 of them, that's, like, you've just got hundreds of super good value. I like using her who has a bit of range with a scouty thing. This thing's a little bit small, which is fine being 1 or 2, but if you want to do like a thorough check to make sure you've got them all, you really want one that's a bit bigger. So you can, but it's a bit easier to miss some. Yeah. Boom. Sometimes I scout for the next one, since she's already getting 1. There's these 2. And there. Math's pretty important. I still use algebra in cooking. There we go. I noticed some supermarkets have the amount per kg. Some of them do. They did it, the Foursquare and Hamner. Some do. Some Pack and Save's normally pretty good with it, and because that's really helpful. Because that's like I'm always calculating that number, so if they have it, it's really helpful. But yeah, like if they're just trying to maximize profits and they have like if they don't actually they don't want to they don't care about sort of helping the people figure that stuff out. Then then they wouldn't want to put it because people then buy inefficient. But you could argue, well, then people like me will just stand in the aisle for an extra few minutes figuring out all the how much is that, which is just you could say, oh, it makes the shop look like it's got more customers. True, but it isn't. They don't want to congest their thing. The thing is, most people aren't going to stand there like me and calculate the per kg of a whole heap of different items and that. So therefore, they'll just, as long as they have enough of those inefficient customers, like the customers that will buy inefficient amounts, then then it's then they just benefit like that. You can't have it like you can't always have perfect efficiency though. Like if you're ordering some things, like for every additional one, it's then like I like the ones where it's like a threshold of free shipping in that. So as soon as you get to like you order, $30, $50, $120. $180, boom, you hit the threshold free, and then you just get just slightly above that amount to take that off. With some things, like this place where I got jerky from, it's like, if you order one, the shipping for like a single one is like like $5 in that for the first one, and then if you order 2, then the next one's $4 extra, and then it's like $3, then $1, $1, etc. and that. But then it's like, there's no point getting 1 because then you're paying such a high percent in as shipping costs, and even 2 it's still inefficient. 3, and then it's like, well, you might as well get to the threshold when you're only paying an extra $1 to get it. But then since you got to the $1 threshold, for every additional one you get, the average cost of shipping per one decreases. But I don't like that, because then it's like, that's annoying, because then then like you're to then buy efficient and you buy just heaps of them, but then you can't afford heaps of them, so it's like, I don't like, that's annoying. Whoa, oh, that's 3. That's because as the double, I just realized that the other day. I'm like, oh yeah, we actually will need a whole heap of these things now because we got the hogs, which consume a whole heap of them.
Hoi.
Okay, and 20.
Hey.
I still have 200 of them, but I need to get them at some point. How many of you? Oh, 300 of that. That's pretty good. See, Sophie's more speedy would help a little bit, because then she'll get through all them. But I think, she'll get through all of them by this stream anyway. So that will be okay. Still not quite. Let's see, we'll get it over the line. And then 4 minutes and hopefully some good offers. Oh yeah, what did I figure out? I figured out
Yeah.
how to get both rings out at the same time. Sometimes bulk is more expensive, I calculate, if they don't do it. Yeah. I think it's really annoying and really sad. And very unenvironmentally friendly. When they have it that if you buy it in better, if you buy it in with less packaging as like a bulk thing, then you're penalized. It's like, dude, that would be cheaper for you to do. And it's like these waffles at Hamner Springs, and it's $1 for one waffle, and that with an individually wrapped packet, or for 2 waffles, it's like $2.30 in that, and it's like, that's not cool. Like, yeah, that's just, they should have it like at least the same price. Really, ideally, they should have it a bit cheaper, if not a lot cheaper, to buy it as a bulk thing in that. But yeah, they have it. The waffles are $1 for 1, or $2.29 for 2. It's like, that's silly. Whoa, almost. Do we need more of them? We actually do, because we could be feeding the animals in there. Man gave names to all the animals in the beginning. In the beginning. Awesome. Yes, let's plow through these storages. Convert it into the gold. Yes. Oh, yep. Oh, we're working on that one, actually, which is nice. Let me call it a cow. Down, 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 down. If there's ones that have the same number, I try to use them up. Because beautiful. But then if it's like that, then it might as well go for a 17 if there's one left. There's not. We've got a 23. We do have a 23. Boom. See, that's using math. Yeah, so people would have to use math. Yeah, I wonder if the devs considered this could be discriminatory because they expect people to use maths. Yeah, that'd be funny. There we go, that's like that. The thing is, you don't have to, you just do badly if you don't use it, that's just true in life. You're not forced to use math. I don't think so. There might be some exception where you have to do some mathematical thing. I mean, yeah, well, there's a basic level of math at which, like, yeah, like that everyone knows. Like, you know, you're only allowed one vote. So if you go in and vote twice and say, well, I don't know maths, it's like, well, that's illegal. Like, you know, you're only allowed one vote. Yo, that's within like a second of each other. We're gonna have to start growing more potatoes now. See, the more guys you add to the diet, the more complicated. And yeah, Avril Lavigne, she has a few words to say about it. Why you have to go and make things so complicated? Dun 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 dun. 3 more. 1. 2. 2 song.
Oi.
Cool. She'll probably agree. Oh, no, maybe. No, I reckon not, actually. Yeah, not quite yet. Oh, no, yeah, no. I was wrong. So you could do these. Yeah, no, I should be doing these. Should have a guy in here. Oh, that's so silly of me. Yeah, no, yeah, it's like, why am I collecting my own resources when there's like this pool that just keeps refreshing and like effectively losing them? Oh, yeah, we definitely need to get him in there. It's interesting that you can't respawn it when you're upgrading it. Cool. Let's get her in there. So the first one is... Oh yeah, we just need a little one for that. Yeah, this certainly substantially... it's good. I'm glad the event's on, but substantially slows me down doing stuff. You know, like getting things in order. Because like... you know, because getting this in order is part of getting things in order when an event's on. Oh yeah, 30 of them, cool. Oh, we should have been getting this all along. Oh well. We probably won't get on the personal leaderboard, but if we can hold our clan in the top 16, I'll take it. See, there we go. Now we're starting to get a bit more space, which is great. Yeah, we should have. Yeah, we should have been on these the whole time, getting them ready for the animals. And then we need the wheat. We need to finish getting these. This is just chaos. There's just so much to. So much to do. Another 30 seconds. What are we waiting for here? Oh, wheat. We'll do that one first versus the one in the event. I mean, actually, we should really do the one in the event because then that will spawn faster and this will not full. Oh, this will be ready. Ooh, one of them for 30 of them. That's a good deal. It's a good deal. Doesn't even matter about the value. Actually, it is positive value as well. But we don't want to do it quite yet because we're full on storage. But yeah, that's super good. So we can just stash up. Get to like 400 berries. That'll be great. I reckon we'll do it. And then we'll be able to do this one very shortly. Oh yeah, and I do think that that beer event is way too hard. I was thinking this the other day. I'm like, look, I understand you need a sink, a weight for people. Well, you don't, but you know, if you're gonna have one, it's fine to have like some people that have gone inactive, it drops them. But that's ridiculous how hard the beer event is, because like we're literally 8 people all active, and we still struggle to do it. It's like I was concerned we're barely going to get to 1 star. We managed to get 2 stars in that with a big effort in that. But that's way too hard when one of the top clans, literally one of the top clans in the world, not an exaggeration, we're one of the top clans, one of the only ones active enough to be on the leaderboard twice, and we're on it again a 3rd time. And even we can barely complete it. That's how ridiculously hard it is. So they definitely need to make that beer event less diff. Oh, did I do it on the wrong guy? I think I did. Yeah, I was gonna do it on the other one. Oh well. Oh, and then I should have done them. Shouldn't have done them so clustered. I should have done it so. But see, that's the annoying thing about this game. A hugely annoying thing about this game. With the other game, with Everdale, as soon as like they've got the first lot, you can collect it. But with this game, you have to wait till they've done everything and then collect it all at once. So just that. Oh no, we've stuffed her up again. Just that mechanism alone just is really detrimental. Like in terms of progressing in that, which I guess compensates because we still progress pretty fast relative to Everdale. But yeah, could change that. I think we've got all those. Hundreds and hundreds of coins. So she'll be 3 minutes till she's done. Oh, I hate it when you catch your character on the edge of one of those things and then they're just done. Oh, yep, cool. Here's a good one. Use up that 29 guy for it. Oh, this guy, brand new, fresh. 19. Oh, we don't even need. Well, if we're putting an 8 on, 17, haven't got it. We can do an 18. Haven't got it. I could do a 19. We could do a 19, get rid of the 24, and do another, like, 19. And then put a lower one on, like an 11. Oh, yeah, no, that actually works. What less? Yeah, we'll just do that. Not sure how good it actually is, but. Cool. 21. Yeah, that will complete that one next, and then we need her to finish up. How are we going here? Okay, what 30? We're already 30%. Wow, and that's in like maybe an hour of playing. Those 2 ones ridiculously ahead. Canada Rocks has been pulling ahead. Who knows how long it will take to complete this one? That because the last one was definitely longer than the very first one. Okay, we'll sort of, yeah, maybe spend like another 20 minutes and then we'll get onto the Excel stuff and have to do it reasonably quickly. So I need to finish here really by 5:30. But it's like I can go a little bit over, but don't really want to. Okay, yeah, she'll finish before then. Okay, what can he do now? No, we need to keep him free because the other lady's locked in. Yeah, that's another 35,000 coins here. Oh, yeah, and we actually want to get to level 13, which was one of the cool things. I'm sort of frustrated that this is how it's turned out this stream. It's been okay, but Yeah, it was gonna be like a real like, let's go. We did it to. Wait, can he still get there? Could need 480 more. 480. 400. So that leave 500. Oh yeah, no, we can still get. Cool. Awesome. And then we need sticks. Oh, this will start contributing towards it if we do those ones. Come back here. Play. Ah, the wrong one! Ah, bother. Okay, so have we got another one of them? We do.
Yep.
That. It's that. Come back here. Do that. Feels so technical. Do that. Do that. Back here. Like that. Do that. Do that. Do that. Simon says do this. Do that. That. Do that one. That one. Oh, are we getting any more of them? Oh, yeah, no, this. Perfect.
Yo.
Okay. Is there any more of these to get? Yep. Oh, nice. Okay, minute. Okay. I'll go. Ugh, do it on my bed a little bit.
Ah. Yeah. Ah. Ah. Yeah. Ah. Yo. Go. Yeah. Hoi. Yeah. Oi.
Okay, we're back. Yeah, people will be able to analyze how much of a perfectionist I am by how many do-do-do-do's I did. But yeah, there's something else I was going to say, but I forgot. Anyway, okay, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. We're getting through it. Our storage is going down a little bit, which is nice. Boom, 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 boom. Still not there yet. How much do we need? One more, yeah. Take it. Boom. Yeah, coins are going back up, which is great. There we go. Our storage is starting to drop now, which is good. When you have like 600 space, I'm like, yeah, it's a bit better. Get that one. Yeah, I think we're going to have to pay to refill. Oh, unless we did that, but we don't want to do that quite yet.
Yeah.
So it's easy to forget when you have to like do this in time. And you're like, no, I just missed that. Oh, that wasn't well done. It's back. He's got 6. Another 23 to go. We could count them. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Halfway, okay, because you could say that, oh, well, they might have left some from last time, so there won't be 29. But there should be, although this total isn't always correct. Sometimes it says there's 3 fish when there's way more than 3 fish. With more than 3 fish. Yeah, so, but no, if they're left, yeah, so it should be 29, so that's 13. Oh, 12 more. Oh, perfect. Then really another 30 more, but I'll take that one for now. Oh yeah, and I figured out yesterday that if you tap on someone else's character, you can see what tasks they're doing, which is real interesting. So you can see, oh, they're going for the gold ones as well. Like, you can observe that they got the magnifying glass, but you can tap what's shown in his prison. All good, Lynn. I thought that was interesting, how you can see that. Yeah, 300. Because you can't buy the root tokens, can you? No, you can't. Wait, what? No, there's nothing in... $14, $15, $16, $17, $18, $19, $20, we let it go.
Uh-huh.
9 more. One. Yeah, Vutace was one of the first ones to max out on the beer. Not on the beer event. Oh no, he actually made it. So yeah, because it's like I think that James and Ifuke are of the 8 of us are the least 2 active ones, but they're still pretty active. And he was the first one actually, or second one to get to that total, but then it shifted. So yeah, that will be ready again. I'll exchange a few of them now. Much better. Okay, let's get these final 9. 1. So 21, 22, 23, 24. I reckon we'll get them all. 25. Oh, 26, 27, 28. 26, 27. I think there might be more than that. I think I'll just grab that, move it along. One, 2, 3. I think that's 30 unless we've miscounted. So it always shows the same amount, but it wouldn't always be the same amount. Life's exciting, life's interesting. So he wouldn't mind keep going, it just means that... I don't think because he'd have to come on in the next 2 hours, which is possible, but I don't think he will. In which case, then I want to get those other things. Or collect. It's just because then those things we could get a few hundred more coins. But like all of that is just the equivalent of like 1 gold mushroom, which is crazy. We've taken a while to do this one because we've only had one of them doing it. And then by the time we've finished it, it will respawn not long after, and then there'll be another few more to collect. That might be it there. Yeah, I like the clan leaderboard substantially more. We'll go through a few more of these until we get blocked again, and then because we might end up just putting the guys on getting the things in there. I think we're going to. No, 2 of these. Oh. That. There we go, it's a bit more in order now, although we really better get on to... We really better get onto the XL. I think we just go for it and just knock out completing the event, because one of us 3 has to. I don't know if he'll come on, and I really want to use these things. Just means you won't get the bonus. But to be fair, yeah, I mean, and normally it's like kind of like, that's a lot of you, that's like a quarter of your income. But in this one, that's just that's just 15 minutes worth of collecting those mushrooms. So it's like hardly a bonus at all. Like, it's not even 1 lot of mushrooms worth, which is insane. Oh. Okay, well, I'll get... Yeah, so what I'll do... I'll get up the... I'll get the photos for the XL now. It's not a good spot right now. Oh, I'm back. Oh, we can actually just put her on one. Like that. You get 3? Not quite. I'll just wait for this. Hey, view feature actually works. Because I have to work out what date. Cool, and done. Boom. That's okay. So I really should get like an entire, like really stock up on sticks to like 400 sticks. And then we'll get her. We should be able to get through that, so. We'll get 27 more. 47 more grass. Max out the event. Then the other ones can come get mushrooms as well. Which if I was been extremely competitive and I knew that they were going to hold to the rule of not breaking their limit, then I could just not finish it yet, so then I get all the mushrooms, but I'm not going to do that. But I obviously thought enough about it that I considered that was a possibility. No, I think in that case, it's you don't want to hold up because there's like other resources that even though they'll get those, even though some of them might come in and get mushrooms, totally fine. I mean, I then get less coins, but that's okay as well. Then like they can stock up on all these other resources and that, which then helps them, which then helps the team overall. So, because then they'll be able to, then they might really need grass, and then suddenly, and they can't complete their orders, but then as soon as they get grass, then they can, well, it builds up their base, and then they'll be more likely to be upgraded on the team. That said, none of them might be on, but then it won't matter if they can collect mushrooms. Because this thing here is sort of capped unless I respawn an island, which I could easily do. I'm far more just, yeah, no, we'll just respawn it than I used to be. Oh, is she done now? Oh, she's getting closer. What? I can't believe it's taking us so long. That's to just do that many. That's crazy. Because that means that speeding her up wouldn't really help. Because she's not. If it's taking her just like 2 hours to get all of those ones done, this island and the other island, well then speeding her up, well, it means it's slightly faster, but overall she's barely getting it. But if, for example, she finishes both islands in like an hour and a half and then sits there for half an hour, then it does really make a difference to have more grass for her to harvest. Alright, that's done. Back to here. It's weird, like people could micro-analyze how fast I relatively play the game and how quick I am visually at spotting things. Oh, that was quite... Oh. What about done? Yeah. Okay, oh, we could get grass. Might as well stock up on some grass. Molly will get her to get some sticks, so then we can complete that one. And then put her back onto getting those things. Where's he? I still got a while to go. There. Boom. Cool. Just gonna pull it back here, but we'll go up here. So you're just playing like this for just, you know, hours. You can see how you just like, just go up and up and up and up and up and the coins and that. But then the time left in your day goes down and down and down and down and down as you've spent hours and hours just pushing. But you can, as you can see, you can advance immensely with, yeah. Especially when there's extremely when there's event on that you can get gold stuff. That you can keep getting 3,000 every 15 minutes, like that's massive. And then to keep all your guys and everything cycling properly and that, it all takes time. So we'll boost this to like 100 or so, maybe 120 in case that 121 comes up. Maybe we'll just get all of them on this island because not even that many. Oh yeah, no, we need small grass. Immediately deal with that. That's an awesome one because then we can collect all the grass. Do him and then get more grass. Okay, we'll do that for that one. Just do grass for now. But yeah, this is a good example of how you can just play for hours and hours and hours when it's like, yeah. Okay, and then we'll revert her. I didn't actually need to put her on grass, but it's okay. Oh, yep, he's getting close. Awesome. Oh, 250. Which, and, you know, it's like, well, that's heaps, but then it's like, yeah, but that's the cost. That's like, if you get like 3 of the gold mushrooms, that's that entire equivalent. Boom. Yep, there we go. We had it. Whoa, that's 3 minutes just for those. Wow. Anyway, well done. There we go. Some more. Very good. Yeah, that would have been well ready. How much for? Yeah, 100. Yeah, you really want over 100 wheat. Like 100 sort of good. You definitely don't want less than 50. See, it's where you can, like, depending on where you like spawn, where you want the guy to spawn, you can sort of do that and then move them across the map. Yep. Yeah, now the fish ones are like, nope. It's not a new one, is it? No. No, with all the grass. But yeah, we're getting sort of concerningly high amount of storage, like, because we're stacking on the grass and these things. I only have 78 for the yellow things. Could respawn an island. But, at the same time... Maybe we'll just do the XL another day then. But I really wanted to do it now, because then if you get too far behind, you sort of like forget what happened, or lose the excitement, and stuff like that. Awesome, that helps get rid of some resources. 1.
Ah.
Hey, we'll take it. Another 100 coins on top of what we had. That's only 4 to respawn. Wow. I guess we'll get these.
Oi. Yeah.
Then we will come to a respawn. And I'll look at what's the situation. What was the date? Feed swimmers. That's only up to the 21st. Surely not. 1, 2, 3, 4. Surely not. Oh yeah, I'll extract these things out of it as well. We'll push up the price, but that's okay. Yeah, 150, that's more healthy amount. How many potatoes? Oh, I'm still at 25, that's still stable enough. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's back. Oh yeah, that's helpful. There we go, that frees up some space.
Ah. Ah.
Hey.
Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. This is... Dun, dun, dun. Yep, okay. Do this one. Put him on those ones. Boom. It's quite a task. It really is. I was thinking of doing a video, although it hasn't really made much difference with our stream or video. I guess we can use her to get some of these. Oh yeah. Seems there's never any on that peninsula. I was like, I thought I saw one right there. Honestly, maybe I just don't worry about the... Well, there's a lot down this here, end of this time. Maybe I just don't worry about the Excel today, but then it's like, I want to do it at some point, and then it won't be tonight, so then I have to do it tomorrow. I guess I could do it tomorrow. As long as I do it tomorrow. Just since we have all this event. Oh, we should have been hitting him doing that. Because just with this event, we're just progressing heavily. So I don't really want to lose that.
Hey.
Oh, we have 74 of that. Okay, I think we have got enough of that now. Still watching. Oh yeah, because I'm getting to 13. Yeah, let's get to 13. Let's do it. After all this time, finally 13. Can't take a snapshot on my device because it's too full, but anyway, that's okay. We'll complete this bridge. Finally, we can't go to this one yet, but it's going to be so nice to be level 13. Very close, only 3 islands off max. These ones look a nice color. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, boom! The bridge complete. Now, we're going to... Whoa, that's a while. Whoa, that's actually a wee while. Gonna get 2 of them on there. Whoa, that's actually a solid while, my goodness. Man. Yeah, it's like those 2 things in that other thing. They changed that with the mushrooms on the bear event. It used to be if they're like as pairs, then they took like 6 minutes. But the singles were real cheap, but now it's changed. And then we're gonna, because these things here have like diets with like more fish, which I already don't like the fish ones. And another fish I don't even have. These ones here, I'm often low on the dandelions, the white ones, so I don't really want to get that. That's got another fish I don't have, and that is I'm often critical resources. So I don't, and then from here it's just all ones that sort of use some sort of. The shells wouldn't be, if one just wanted shells, that wouldn't be bad. I'd actually be fine, but no, I think all of them from now have like whack. Oh, that's like the least whack diet for a real high one. But the sticks thing is still a pain. That one's actually fine. The white ones, that would probably be fine as well. But yeah, that's kind of crazy. We're sort of getting about as many animals as we're going to get. Not quite, because there's still a big section of 12, 13. Oh, is that how many is there? 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, which is a lot. It's like about 50% more. But that's crazy to think that we've got most of the animals that we're going to get. And we should have enough of that. Okay. 194 stars. Very good as well. Boom.
Yeah.
8 minutes. Do we need any more of that? I mean, I would like it, but I haven't really got that much space. Maybe I could sell stuff off. $400 normally lasts me to the next time that I need it. One more. Oh, she's almost done here. Man, I don't know how it's taking us so long. Oh, that one. Oh, it's still only 2. Wow. Amazing. I just saw Ricky got the pheasant. Which, this one? No. Oh, we're down. Surely he's not this far. No. This one. Ah, yeah. Oh, is he at 14? Man, he's very advanced. I'm about to be 13. If I'd been playing more, I definitely could be at 14 or even 15. Probably 15 at this point. I don't know, but then it depends if you're rushing or not. But yeah, because I've had like 2 weeks where I haven't even played this game at all. At least 2 weeks, which is a lot of time. I don't know if it's not a whole level worth, but since I'm gonna be 13, then I could have, and then I could have played even more than what I have. So I reckon I could easily be 14 now if I wanted to. But oh, there we go. Oh, we still can't see that one yet. Oh, this is going to be real nice, level 13. With 32 animals, if I'd done it at the right time. So, we're getting advanced, man. We're getting advanced. That's half the clan is level 13 or above, which is really getting up there. Because there's virtually no level 15 and 16s. Virtually none. I'm not sure. I think that comment was missed. Oh, yeah, no, that's there. Yeah, so hardly anyone's made it 14. 14 is pretty rare. And by this point, I think ideally you should have progressed on past 11. And that is still good. If you made it to 11, that's still like you've got substantial amount of stuff. But if you're sort of playing quite a lot, you should be at level 12 or above at this point. Because if I played more, I'd be easily 13, probably 14 if I played it more intensely. But again, I don't want to say you should play this game more than what you're already playing it, because you know it's probably going to die. So if you really enjoy it, well then go for it. Then I don't need to tell you that. But yeah, I don't want to pressure people into playing this game when it's probably going to die and they're already spending like an hour a day or so which is more than enough to sort of advance us in a reasonable manner. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to pass on the XL, which is a real shame. Real shame. We'll sort of have to bottle it up for all on, because we have the photos, and it won't take too long to type that up. I'll get all the photos ready for the next stream, and then we'll just knock it out. Be funny if you could put two of them. That would be a cool feature. If you could put two characters onto one item, which then halved how long it took to get that item. That would actually be really cool and make sense as well. Oh, he's almost done. I want to put him on the next thing, but then... yeah. That mechanism, though, is real key. And they could speed up the game a lot if they allowed people to collect the thing. Normally I get the 3, but we are getting pretty low on that resource. Oh, yeah, 40. Oh, 3 of them. There's 2 of them. Boom. Boom. Oh, there we go. Is there new ones? Yes, there is. Next round. That, so do that, and then put them back on. Where's the other lady? Yeah, this has been massively a play session rather than a XL or otherwise. Well, it is getting to 13. Here we go. Oh, it doesn't even take 2 minutes. Very nice. Wow, that's got like no resources. What the heck is that? Oh, there we go. So we're level 13. Very good. Very good. I might as well upgrade. That's so few. It's like a little bit of this stuff, which I don't normally need. Like 2 berry bushes. 2 berry bushes. Okay, 3, 4. But 1 red one. 1 red one with 5. And like a little bit of this stuff. What? I don't know. That feels just super depleted. Oh, the dandelion's actually a pretty good amount. But like bells, well, there's already excess of them anyway. Indigo, already got enough indigo normally. Berries, like, if you're going to give us berries, like, actually give us berries, like, 5. That's not even worth putting a character onto if there's 10 or 7s available. It's kind of odd. Is that blueberry? No. They're blueberries. Oh, I actually really like blueberries. Can we do that? Oh, we got none others working. Cool, we'll do it. Definitely want to do that the first... yeah, those... yeah, that's crazy. That's so minimal. But anyway, that's cool to have the 13th island. Normally takes a while to show up, so yeah. But there we go. That will put us... our clan average level keeps going up. How much to this one? 500,000. 500,000. And pretty bad resources at that. Like, we don't really use any of them other than the... the only one that is helpful is the wood. And we don't even know... it might only be like 12 and that. And so... or less, which is real unhelpful. But yeah. We did it. 13. I will miss the XL. I'm off to sleep when you do that. Hokey doke. Why? Because then I won't do it tonight. Oh, I could do it tonight. Not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure when I'll do it, but we'll do it at some point. Anyway, how much are these? Oh, there we go. It's interesting now. There's sometimes there's like you got a seal that's like 20,000, 200,000, and then you get like new ones that are like under that. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, no, we can handle a 7,000 one. That's not bad. 400,000. That's like extremely expensive. Like we can go to an entire new level for the cost of 1 animal, just about. And then this here is the critical thing. Oh, we'll just do that. Actually, before we... well, let's have a quick look. Not that one. This one. 700,000. That's so expensive. And we've been set back 120,000. So we can do a little bit better at this event. But yeah. That is what we'll save up for. 700,000. Because that will be incredibly helpful to have 200,000 more space. It's super helpful to have that. And we'll check how much the characters cost. Because the thing is, I might get like 1 or 2 animals, and then... because there might be a bird one next, then we'll get that 121. But that's like the only time I ever get animals, just about. Oh, there's one up here. So we'll see. Oh, there we go. Back to there. We will. Oh, boom and boom. Boom. Do that one when he's ready. Yeah, we'll see. And then how much do the characters cost? So it's a nope. It's a nope. 15, man. 14, nope. Okay, yeah, we'll do him. We'll do him. We'll get the barn first, but yeah, 150,000. We'll do that. And then Sophie, which it's not even worth 200,000. That's ridiculous. Yeah, the 200. So yeah, we'll do him and the barn. Maybe one of those animals, and is that everything? That's extremely minimal. I mean, the 700,000 is extra. Oh, and this, oh, 400,000. Okay, because yeah, that's extraordinarily expensive. But other than that, and now this, yeah, and that's still next level. There's gonna be a heap at level 14 because there's all these plus a character or two, and then these here can then go to the next level. Although we probably won't do that. We'll stick with getting them to level 4. Oh, there's another one of them. Oh, someone wants grass. So, yeah. Yeah, because then that's $1 million just for those 2 items. For 700 for that and 400 for that. But the apples are so rare and critical, so I think I'll go for the apples first. So, I don't know how long we'll be on this. Maybe another month. Will the game still be around in another month? We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. So we have a Shipyards game and maybe a Supercell game will come out soon. You know, and then I'll focus a bit more on them. But yeah, because then to get to level 14, because we're doing super well progress in that, and and getting like level, yeah, sort of 14 and above. Like yeah, well once you're sort of like level. Like 11 and above, the diminishing returns start getting a lot more. Though the barn thing is a massive thing, and yet, you know, you can still get it for a reasonable price. But when it gets 700,000, it's like, oh, we can just get that. But I think the next one's in like 900 and then like 2 million to upgrade it. But yeah, it's crazy because it takes so many hours. But it's crazy to think that that for like $70 you could get what takes hours to like grind. See, it's 250,000 and it's interesting because that gem amount is the match, so it's less disconnection and how much things actually cost, which game companies normally do. So that's 250,000. Oh, it's actually exact. Oh, no way! I didn't realize that. So yeah, so then it's but it's not $25, but it's 30. Yeah. So 10. So yeah, how many? Because then if you knock off the zeros, boom, boom, and then the 25. Yeah, so 250. So yeah, it's like. Is that 100 gold for 1 gem? Because then how much are the mushrooms worth? They're worth 100 gold. So are they worth a gem? I'd love to cash them in for gems. Because yeah, I can't get those animals. It would be helpful. But yeah, because then that's $70 to get half a million, which take me hours and hours. In hours is like $70 worth. It's like, oh, that was a hang of a long time. Yeah, so then but we're in a substantially good position for competing in the events because we have like, yeah, we have a lot of stuff. Like we have the trader thing at maxed, so that's a real critical infrastructure thing. That's real helpful. And what else? What else have we got? You know, we got all the characters with all the skills. So yeah, we're heavily, you know, and we got a barn which is 4,000. Nice if it was a bit bigger, but you know, we'll take what we get. But overall, we're pretty substantially in a good position to compete reasonably well. I did plug it back in. Oh, he's done. Is he just standing there? Yeah, this is, yeah, we turned, yeah, I didn't expect the stream to go like this. Well, but hey, we got to level 13, which is pretty cool. Also, if we go like that, we go, hey, that's showing up now. Devondale. That's their level, yeah, so 14. Oh, Spring Island. Ah, Hamner Springs. Never actually heard of this one. Eternal Valley, they just can't quite make it. They got on the leaderboard though. Oh, 10 days. 34 days. Oh. Because they need to do an update. Man, it's sort of a good thing that we don't run out of stuff to stream, but it's like, oh my goodness, there's just so much to do. Like, you know, we have all the Excel to do. We actually have to, like, you know, go for this event to a strong extent. And then, you know, how we not... Oh, that's actually kind of good. Yeah, we're like half the bottom one. SuperSightLIVE still on there, very good. Yeah, it's just, and then, you know, it's going to do an updated one of that, which I should really start compiling. Yeah, it's just so much to do, and now I'm hungry. Oh, only 60 more of them. Wow, that's not many. Some new deals now. Oh, yeah, 22 of them for fish. That's a good deal. We actually can't have a lot of those fish, but a lot of wheat as well. Let's see a few of them. Hey, the third one's respawned. Very nice. Should have got. Oh, she's almost down there. My goodness. And then we can collect that event. Oh, I'm so happy to be level 13 now. Because, yeah, when you get this high, you just don't level up much. So when you level up, it's like, wow! Because there will only be 3 more times we ever level up. And the level 16 one's probably going to be ages away. Not sure about the 15 one, but yeah, then there's like, yeah, there's like, not many times left. That other guy that comes around will probably want. Yeah, I was gonna say he'll probably want 240 mushrooms. He wants 260. Oh no! But then I guess I have to do them. I have to do it. There's no choice. We have no choice. Okay, because he's actually one of the event ones. That's crazy, because he's a hog of an event one. He hogs resources, my goodness. At least we still have a little bit of room. Still have like 200 of breathing space. We'll have to respawn this heavily to get enough mushrooms. Oh, actually, there's this up here. Oh, very nice. You know, that's going to help a lot. Because they seem to have 3 diet things they request, like, that they cycle through. Like, they might have 2 ingredients, but there's like 3 orders in that. So this guy is like 18 mushrooms, 240 grass or something, and then like 120 grass with 9. Oh no, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense mathematically. Oh, the realizations you get. My goodness, that makes so much sense because it's half of each order for the middle order. Because I thought 9's a random amount. But I'm like, no, they're probably all of them are like that. Although some of them do 7s. Oh, no, because this here is like, so then his other one would be, oh, no, but it's not. Maybe it's just for that one. Because for the thing, I think he requests 20 and 8. Or was it 24 he requests? I'm pretty sure he just requests 20, which isn't exactly double. Maybe that's a mistake, because they have a few mistakes in here, like visual errors saying how many spawn and stuff. But that would be so crazy, yeah, because that other one makes sense now. Or does it do 100? No, 120 makes, yeah. 120 assume it's 240, which, yeah. Oh, that's funny. Man, I'm really hungry right now. And I've had food. Just get them up there. That's the goal. start with. What's going like in here? Light bulb, yeah. Set an alarm to check and see if you're doing Excel. Well, I'm gonna stop the stream in like 30 minutes. But as in, yeah, I'll rule out now. I'm not doing Excel this stream. It's just too late. We're mostly on Twitch. I rewatch on YouTube. Pokey doke. We better. Yeah, no, we'll sneak in with the 100 and. I'll just check if there's any. Oh, the free spawned again. Oh, which is good because then I keep getting them, but it's like you feel like you can't let them go because if you're playing efficiently, you can't let them go. I mean, if max efficiency would be harvesting everything and then keep reselling it. But yeah, no, we'll sneak in there with getting that 120 order done before we finish collecting all those mushrooms. Which might actually help if we were. Oh no, we had like 60 grass, then it would like get it to a better amount. Oh, I mean in case you streamed hours later. You're right. Okay. If I did do that, it'd be like 10 PM, which actually I might do. I don't know. We'll see. Normally I'd say I might, and then that means I probably won't. Not always, but in this case, since there's Excel, which I presently want to do, because I could have done a video last night, but then who knows how long that would have gone for. No, I'm happy to. I wanted to do it today. So yeah, then it's because then if I have a pressing reason to do it, well, there's an event. There's always an event on, other than 6 hours. But yeah, then it's like I don't want to get too behind in the Excel. Not that it would take too long to catch up in the Excel, but if I want to do the thing where I sort of excitingly do like, oh, there's 3 lines, oh, there's 4 lines, oh, there's 5 lines, then I'd have to sort of do it. Yeah, there's goes all the mushrooms. I'd have to do it, you know. Oh, no, I still could, but I don't want to get way too far behind in there. And I was sort of amazed. It was the 21st we last did it, so it's already been 6 days. Although, technically 5 days, because tonight's one hasn't counted, and that's the fresh one. So there's maybe 4 data. I think there's 4 data points. I think we got an extra data point compared to last time, which is cool. So yeah, and then, yeah, so we'll do them. And then actually I then want to start doing ones that then compare, that then keep a track of who are the clans that finished in the final 16 on both of them. And that, and then actually doing that relative comparisons chart that I've mentioned before. Cool, do that. And do 20 more, cool, and then that's that. Boom. And collect them and start working towards that. We're progressing well. It's just I know I know what happens to these type of games. No, and not completely, but given the record of all the ones we've covered, Everdale and Rush Wars and Hey That Pop, and I'm sort of like so expecting it. Oh, interesting, it removes the old ones unless I accidentally tap that one, but I don't think I did tap the one up there when it refreshes. So it's like cool. It's like I'm excited about how well we're doing, how well the clan is doing. It's going superb. It's going sublime. And then just wait till in a few months they're like, yeah, we're killing the game, or even worse, in a year. So then I like either quit waiting for it to come out, or I've played the entire time and then they kill it. It's hard. It's annoying because it's like, it's a good game, we're doing so well, but there's hardly anyone that watches our streams about it, despite almost no one covering it. Shout out to Clash with Style and Ricky. And you know, and hardly anyone that plays it either. Man, I'm so hungry. I don't know why. Okay, I'll just send one of them back up there. Oh, there we go. But have we got enough animals? We might. Oh, I don't think so. We do. Assuming we use this guy. We'll use him. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Guess who's back? I'm back. Just had a call to take. Oh, it's Yoda Zakoi. Welcome to the stream. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Has it respawned yet? Hopefully not. Hopefully we can get the trail end of these ones. Yeah, like statistically, how long can you like move around in which you have not? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it hasn't respawned. Okay, I'll read the chat shortly. I'm gonna enjoy tonight. I'm gonna enjoy tonight for sure. It's gonna be nice and relaxing. I had Hamna was nice. Nice experience, novel experience. But yeah, it's been. I don't know. It's sort of there's just like lots dealing with lots of people, which can become a little bit stressful, a little bit overwhelming. But I'm glad I'm in the position that I am to connect with them. But sort of yeah. And then with this, I don't know. This unfortunately hasn't been a stress. It's supposed to be like yay, exciting, but it's sort of been a bit stressful because it's just so much that we're like just in this game. We're just so much to do because we've been away for a while, and it's like So anyway, but tonight it's gonna be nice. Gonna enjoy a lovely meal. It's gonna be good, and then we'll see. I'll see if I stream again tonight. We'll see. Yet to determine. We're gonna figure it out. Is this guy, that other guy around? Oh, what? It's inefficient. Okay, we'll do 4 minutes. I think these guys are done, but then I feel like that respawn is coming very shortly. Oh. Oh, yep. Oh, I think we missed the final 2. That's okay. We'll still get most of them. Oh, hopefully it still counts. I'm not going to count. It doesn't really matter, but yeah. Okay, what do we got? What do we got in the chat? What do we got in the chat? Earthquake. I felt that. It was like 10:35 p.m. And it actually for the first time in ages, because normally earthquakes actually make me calm. But it sort of gave me a bit of a fright. I'm like, oh, and then I'm like, I know it's an earthquake in that. Because the chances that it's gonna be like a killer earthquake, any given earthquake is gonna be killer earthquake, is not very high in that. Although yeah, the Turkey one, that's shocking. It's almost at 50,000 casualties. That's massive. That'd be like 1% of New Zealand's entire population. I haven't looked up how bad it ranks on the scale of casualties, but that's got to be up there. Like 50,000 people. It's not quite. I think it was like 46,000. Like that is shockingly high. Like that's horrifically high. That's just so many people. So yeah, that's terrible. And yeah, so that one obviously like it's 50,000 is just shocking. But I mean, I guess it would be way higher in Turkey and Syria, third world nations, to the best of my knowledge. And so then the housing infrastructure and that's way worse. And so then the casualty would be like significantly higher than like in one that had the buildings were much better. But yeah, a given earthquake is going to be fine in like in Christchurch and that, like a given one and that. So then it's like, oh yeah, and that we got real bad crime in New Zealand. Crime rates going up. The amount of car thefts is shocking. Car thefts and these people that smash into dairies, just drive through, drive straight. It's like a new phenomenon. Like I don't think it was ever a thing or barely a thing ever before. And then all of a sudden it's just this new crime that is just people just driving these cars straight through dairies and that. And it's getting more and more violent with like a dairy owner was murdered. It was some awful stuff in that. Real terrible. But yeah, that's happening in that. But yeah, it's like if there's an earthquake, then like everyone wakes up. So then like there's less likely to be crime. You know? I don't know. I find I'm comforted by earthquakes surprisingly. blast from the past. First good one I've felt in years. So hopefully that's the extent of it. Interesting. First good one you felt in years. Because I've definitely felt some since like in the last few years that have been like equivalent to what it felt like last night. So it's, yeah, I wouldn't say it's the first good one I've felt in years. Like instead, oh, got the guy captured again. Yeah, I've definitely felt some that are big in more recent times. I guess ultimately we're just gonna have to get off because I have to leave at some point, and they're just gonna keep spawning, and I could just keep getting thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of coins. Yeah. Oh, this one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, then technically they might have the other things there. Oh, and that one's done as well. And then we can finally respawn that island back, and then we get all the new resources. So that's very efficient. Oh yeah, what happened to doing this? What happened to doing this one? That was like, how do we get to? Oh, because the other thing came on. Oh, that's funny. Oh, what? Where's my characters? No, there's my characters. I'm like, where are my characters? Okay, there we go. So we'll get cool, and then we'll get him to get that lot 9, and then we'll I'll do that one. Get the total possible amount. Is there anything in here? Blast it. No, we want to finish off this first. Boom, boom. Yeah, so that's done, so then we can move him back here. I would describe my relationship with vegans as a positive one. I don't know that many vegans in real life. Well, most of them are vegetarians actually. But no, most of the ones I know in real life, yeah, pretty nice. But online, like there's like the vegan Reddit is like, oh my goodness, like it's so out there. It's like just like it's crazy. It's like, yeah, just like absolute shock and outrage and hatred towards people that eat meat. It's like flip. Like it's like just next level, and it's like, my goodness. It's, yeah, I was like pretty shocked. I was like, what on earth? That's insane. Oh, bother that's annoying. What's wrong with it? Unless there's one here that we can get some up. Sometimes if a conversation about veganism comes up, and I'm like at an event and that, I'll say, oh well, I'm a part-time vegan, and some of them appreciate that. I wasn't actually I can't remember. There's actually two people that I can't remember which one I heard it from like first, or there's two different people that I can remember. They're both men that came up with the idea of being a part-time vegan, which I thought was very entertaining in that. And some people like they take a while to get it, and some of them I don't think even get it. But some of them like wait, no, how would that work? It's like, well, you know, part-time vegan. I eat meat sometimes and eat plants sometimes. You know, part-time vegan. And they're like, wait, that's not a vegan. It's like, part-time. It's funny. It's funny. It's entertaining. Have a good laugh. Have some good banter. What's the options? Not great. Oh, wait, no, it was okay. It was okay with that one. We could do another one of them. And, oh, do we want to go the 30 of that? Alright. Oh, it is 12. Oh, wait, no. No, that's 12. Okay. There we go. We're dropping, and... Oh, there we go. So we need another one of them, which will take 5 minutes, which we will do. Sean Spicer. SNL. Oh, this guy? Yes! Such a nice order. Oh wait, I'll see if I can do it. Oh, but then I'll stuff off the guy if it actually works. Well, I can still try it again. Oh! No, it's you get them both out at the same time, which isn't possible. And then you release them at the same time, so you put them on a fishing task and another task, which isn't actually possible. And so it doesn't actually let him, it stops him, it just lets him do one. No, that is the worst. I should make a list of some of the things this game needs to change. I definitely should. Well, I mean, there's already many that people have put in the thing. I'll write some of them in the chat. 2 characters on the same berry bush half the time to collect it. That'd be a nice change. What's another one? You can collect a resource that they've collected. Just get that grass. As soon as they've done it, first waiting for them to complete all the tasks. Well, the streams say KJ, doesn't seem like Clash Mini. It's not Clash Mini, but I intend to do Clash Mini very soon. I've done it, and I'm intending to do it again. Yes. But it hasn't got the, this game is an option. Because I changed it and I looked. But yeah, if you come back at another point, I will be doing Clash Mini at some point. I'll chill. Well, welcome to the stream. Good to have you here, Sky KJ. This is speculated by some, Sky KJ, to be by Supercell, the developers of Clash Mini. So it could be by the same devs. It looks kind of a little bit similar. Well, I mean, in terms of like the meta-analysis of stuff. If you accidentally put characters on a task, you can cancel them doing that. An average team level calculator. So we got a 12 plus 11 plus 11 plus 12 plus 12 plus 13 plus 14 plus 13. Oh, minus 1. Oh, minus 1. Yeah, so the average amount you have to contribute for your team is 12.5. Not 10%. Okay, so, wait, no, I'll just do that again. So we got 12 plus 11 plus 11 plus 12 plus 12 plus 13 plus 13 plus 14. Okay, there we go, and then divide that by 8. What's our average level? 12.25, okay. Now if we go to 99, divided by 8. because I've leveled up now. 12.35. Okay, so our average level is 12. But if those two actually are about to level up, then how many 12s? That would be 5 times 12. 5 times 12. No, it'd be 4 times 12 equals plus 13 plus 13 plus 13 plus 14 equals... Wait, 91? What? That's not right. Oh, it went plus 3. So then plus 10. Oh. So anyway, 101 slash 8. 12.6. So yeah. Boom, there we go. I almost have all my minis maxed, then I'm going to try and max Monk. I love Monk. After that, Archer Queen. I used to have mine maxed ages ago, but now none of mine are maxed, the heroes. But I did, yeah. I think one mini I haven't unlocked. There's one that you have to purchase in the shop. But I'm not sure if that's the only way to get it. Oh, the back. She'll be back soon as well. I don't know where to leave it. Oh no! Oh, we're doing it, man. We're just doing that. Who cares about that?
Hey.
Boom. Let's open her up. Boom. Very nice. And we have the super resources now. That's epic. 43, that's very nice. Oh, just 12 from just that little patch. That's very nice.
Yeah.
So many now. Just all of this helps with completing events. Like every little bit you upgrade your base, just all contributes. Oh, so she's done now. Angus. Also known as Angry Gus. No, I don't think he is known as that. Just made that up. Okay, I'll finish this slot and then I'll be back. And then I guess we just have to... It's annoying because it's like I'd love to finish out this 38-minute event and then get them all properly doing stuff. But anyway. What on earth? Why is this moving? It's weird. And why was the other thing blurred out? So it's like, wait, where's my... Oh, they call them clouderberries. Where's it? Oh, it's following a cat. 30, I haven't seen that before. It makes it harder to complete them, which is annoying. And if I don't even know if it increases the amount of gold, but even if it does, I'm rooting for the root tokens. I don't really care about the gold. So 5 of them. Better quickly get them. Now I might miss out on some of the other ones, which is very bad. But ultimately, when you sleep, you miss out on them. It's just you don't want to miss out. You need an auto clicker, probably against TOS. Well, I'll start wrapping up. I just hate to end it here because I would have loved to finish off that event and then sort of just gone through the cycles as much as possible and then sort of and done the XL. At least we got to level 13, so it's 1333. But yeah, at least we got to where we did. But I would have liked to get a lot more done. I don't know. We've gone for 3 hours, but then again, I talked about the hammer at the start, and then I took a call, and that wasn't long. But yeah, all those things contributed to. Oh yeah, get her back in here.
Yeah.
Oops. Oops. Oh, that was lucky. I was like, no. He sort of just finishes and then just says nothing. And you're like, oh, you're ready.
Yeah.
Stuffed it up again. Oh well. The amount of time, I mean, most of the time I don't catch it, but it's so easy to just nip one of those little things that then locks your guy for 30 minutes. It's like, oh, sad. Anyway, I'll start wrapping it up. It's been a real rough stream. It's not like there's any trolls in the chat or anything. It's just... we got Zero watching. It's that... we just had too much to do. We just had way too much to do. And not enough time. Like, we didn't get the XL done. We didn't even finish that event out. We didn't even get to cycle... We didn't even get to cycle this properly. We didn't get to push up on this. And... yeah, it was just... just not, I don't know, just the whole stream really was just off, because yeah, it was just too much to catch up on. Just a pain. 3-star. A big bet. That sounds like it would be crazy. Especially if you have like the mirror ones as well, and so it's like boom, boom, and brah, it's like... with the, I like the ones without the mirror ones because they're kind of fun events, but if it has the duplicate things, that can really ramp things up as well. It's just like a terrible place to sort of finish because we haven't even like got our supplies up or anything like on grass, and yeah, was just not good. Anyway, I will forget that when I have a nice night tonight. And I'll just enjoy tonight. Wait, how did they go? Oh, I didn't go up one. The sticks are more in demand than the grass, I reckon. Anyway, let's finish it up, and I'll just keep playing a little bit in the background. But thank you everyone who was part of the stream. Thank you, Lynn, for being here the whole time, and, well, almost the whole time. And thank you to Sky KJ for coming by on Twitch, and for Yoda Zakoi on YouTube. Enjoy tonight, the game will work. Yeah. It's almost like if it didn't exist, it would just be better. Like, well, then it's like, then it's not an issue with the game. It's just me I just don't play it then if it's that detrimental. It's just tricky because it's like, it's tough. So yeah, anyway, but yeah, thank you Yoda Zakoi for coming by, and Lynn on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. So did we only have 3 people today? I think we only had 3 people. Brum, 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 brum. Okay, there we go. So, it's weird because you can't see the full screen. I can see the full screen, which shows like how long we've been live for, which is 2 seconds less than how long the recording has started. But you can't see that. I don't know, because then technically if it was a full screen, then it would show what I'm seeing. That's weird. But then no, because these things are overlays. But then it's not like a... Well, it would be a full screen if it was on top, yeah. I mean, mathematically it just is right, regardless of how I'm trying to think of it. But, yeah, anyway. So, yeah, thank you for that. Thank you to Restream.io for allowing me to stream to all the different platforms. Thank you to Twitch. Got 2 viewers on there. Number TV, YouTube, Afrika TV, DLive, Facebook, Rumble, Mobcrush, Twitter, and Trovo for allowing me to stream to your platforms. Thank you to 24times.com for the time below. Thank you to OBS for the free streaming software. Thank you to Second Leap, the creators of the game, and to 360 Marine for the reflection of the screen. Thank you to the members of my YouTube channel. I will read out your names shortly. I'll get those up. Thank you to Lynn, to Josh Weiner, to FazeCast, to Oligus, to Shardlight, to Light Studio, and to the Vietnamese guy. Thank you guys for being members of the channel. Oh, we dropped a member. Oh yeah, that's all good. Okay, so yeah. Oh yeah, and then show the stats. I used to do a screenshot, but eventually stopped that. Mario Gamer, welcome to the stream. YouTube tells how long. Welcome, welcome. Oh, there's a refresh, which I missed out on those. Sad. Because you can just get thousands and thousands. This is the one event. There's this one, another one or two that have the gold things. And it's like, whoa. Wait, why is that cut off? How long has it been like that? That's not right. Windows capture. No! You've been missing out on that little bit for this ages. Oh, well, and that's the thing. So we are... Yay, Red Knight's Palace is on there. That's nice. And we're in the top 8. That's real cool. Then there's a bit of a jump. Then those first 2, and now that third one are really high up. So we're going to type that. We are going to type it all out. It's going to take a while, but we'll get there. I'm going to go do the lawns. Oh, there we go. We can do that guy. Oh, another one. Oh, he's like one of the, I think he's like, yeah, I could do like a criteria thing. That would be kind of cool on the animals that were in the criteria for the small animals, and then for the swimmers, and then for this. Yeah, okay, is that. So what we put on there? So we've got enough wheat. Because if you have enough supplies, then it's not as okay. Oh yeah, I'll be gone by then. So that and that then. And then you can go there, there, there. There. And, oh no, we need more of the red one. 5. Yeah, that's fine either way. Boom, boom. Oh, that's only 30. That's not long. Oh, she finished. Let's go. Okay, there we go. Put her on that. Definitely. Oh, it was such a sloppy. We didn't have enough time because we have all these spare resources. They're just wasted. So we didn't collect them. That's really, really inefficient. Anyway, so in these ones, how are these guys going? Okay, and within 2 minutes we'll get those 2 done. show you the statistic, and then we will finish up. It's sort of, I don't know, it's just the stream did not go as I'd hoped. And I know it's just annoying, because it's not like anything went specifically wrong. It's not like, yeah. I don't know, it just didn't, it was just not working. Okay, there we go. What is the stats? Do we have no chat for 2 hours? What? No, surely not. Well, we can check. 250. What? I didn't even notice. No way. We had no chat for 2 hours. How did I not notice that? That's crazy. Oh, how many viewers? 23, 25. 4 likes. Wow. So someone came by and didn't say anything. Oh, and thank you Jojo Edits for coming by. All for survival. Yo, yo. Good to see you, man. Good to see you, man. I'm just finishing up the stream, but nice to see you, man. Yeah, I've seen one of the videos of you fishing in that. And in good old Australia. It's very good. Very good. Nice to see you. Sorry I miss you, but yeah, lovely to see you. Oh, almost at 33333. Anyway, that is the video, that is the stream. And yeah, we did what we did. Yeah. Yeah. We'll leave it at that, eh? And then we'll get these two characters, these two jokers doing something productive. And what do we normally... Oh, we normally put them on fish. Yeah, we'll put them on fish again. Something seems awfully fishy. Boom. 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 Whoa, 3 hours. That's yonkies. Okay, then start putting this guy on some... Oh, he's... We could always get the more gold things. Ah! Put him on for like 1 more minute. Oh, and there's that. That. Oh, no, I did the wrong one. 1 more lot of this, which might take like 5 minutes. Boom. 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 Yonkies, there we go. New Zealand's going, well, actually, it's not going great. Actually, well, we got 100 messages. Yes, an earthquake that I felt last night. Wasn't huge, but it was, like, biggest in months, I would say. That was feelable. And... yeah, I wish I'd done more. Anyway, yeah. We did have an earthquake. Had a nice classic car show in the weekend in Hamner Springs. Little wee place. Oh, see, we could always put this guy out here, actually. Yeah, let's do that. So then we'll get this guy on another spot. 3 hours, 8:30. Because which ones do we most need of? Oh, I'm actually pretty good on fish supplies. Actually, really good. Oh, I see. I could just do that half an hour then. Yep. Cool. And then just this guy, which we'll put on these fish in here. I'm not cool on earthquakes. What are the plans for YouTube? Yet to determine. Depends on the success of this game and a couple of other games that I intend to cover. If they don't work out, then I'm not like instantly going to end YouTube and that, but yeah. I don't see myself doing this in the future just because, well, A, I don't even like the company YouTube and Google, like, at all. I think they're an awful company. Really terrible one. But, yeah, you know, if Rumble took off, that'd be great, you know, I haven't even got, the streams aren't currently running, but if I got them up, and then, you know, I could do live streams, but I don't think that's going to work out either, so I don't think I'm going to have many plans for it, like I did in 2019, I was extremely optimistic, but yeah. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see yeah, I haven't, like, as of right now, not, like, I'm definitely not doing it. Like, I'm doing it right now. And I'm still going to do another stream on Bomber Ground. Still going to do another stream on Clash Mini. And almost certainly another stream on this. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Oh, yeah, we'll see since 2017. But as of, like, 2019, I was still extremely optimistic about it. But then after the death of Rush Wars and the 24/7 streams just not working out despite spending, I think, thousands. I think it was a lot of money I spent on hiring the servers for it. So yeah, and then so I was extremely demoralized. And then not long after that, a few months later, my channel got banned. And then when it finally returned, it was absolutely dead. So it was like, yeah, so it's, yeah. All you need is 2 star first 2 upgrades. Then you just overpower. Do you reckon they'll nerf it then? Say KJ. Do you reckon they'll nerf it if it's too good? Wrongful ban damage channel. Indeed. We're getting 10,000 views a day. Honestly, if it wasn't for that ban, you know, that could have just, that stream could have just absolutely just kept going. 20,000 views, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000 views. And I could have been a full-time YouTuber / streamer. But that ban just killed it. And it's never come back. Which is real sad. But, yeah. It absolutely wrecked the channel. And even all my existing videos, like the Heyday ones and the one on the XL Square, and which were ranking high, just crashed in the rankings and never were returned to their original position. So yeah, it's that ban really killed. If it wasn't for the ban, I was negative about the future of YouTube before the ban, but actually that one stream was doing insanely well, and I'm like, oh yeah. And I was actually, no, at that point I was as a YouTuber, I was like, nah, I'm not going to be a video maker, but I could be a streamer, and I was purchasing computers and that in preparation to start up a heap of them and that. But I purchased all these computers, and then I got, yeah. Well, then the channel got banned before I got them set up and streaming, other than that one that was doing really well. But if I hadn't got banned, I could be a streamer right now. I could have 1 million subs right now. I'll never know. But yeah. You summon 4. That's a lot of skeletons. Extra support. I like how the monk can just knock them out in a clean swoop. Oh wow, this is only 17 minutes remaining and then this event's done. Well, it was good that we completed it, and it's good that we're competing heavily on this, which is awesome. I look forward to doing the XL, showcasing our previous progress. Okay, that will wrap it up. Thank you for being part of the stream. Thank you all for survival. Thank you very much. Thank you all for survival, for being part of it. Lynn for being part of it. And Sky KJ for being part of it. Even though it wasn't on Clash Mini, but I hope it will be next time. So, thank you all very much. Appreciate the chats. And, yeah, thank you very, very much. See you all next time. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Good night, and God bless.